Yo, fellas, welcome in. Happy Monday, right? Yeah, I was right. Yeah, because last night was Sunday Night Football. There you go. Let's get after it. Welcome to Skunk Ape, Brad, Jamon, Ray. Welcome in. Brad says, would like to see D4. Yeah, I know that the expansion launches today, huh? I was undecided if I would want to play it. So I know some of you guys who are in here more often, I did mention I am, as you probably are well aware, I am part of the Diablo partner program with Blizzard. So I wasn't sure, you know, I wasn't sure. I'm not like some insider or something. There's like hundreds of people. It's not really the hugest of deals. But they did send me a copy of the expansion, so I could play it and try it out. You know, I almost picked this up because I'm so used to playing the old D2 that I was like, ooh, I should pick that up and sell it for gold so I can gamble. But yeah, expansion's tomorrow. Isn't that today? I thought it was today. I thought it was tonight at 7 o'clock for the East Coast. But I have not been following it really at all. I just thought that's what it had said. Mama Phil, yo! What a legend. Welcome in. Diablo 4 expansion, question mark. Yeah, I put a poll up, Takavasara? Sorry on the pronunciation there, if I didn't get that even close. But, yeah, the expansion's coming out here real quick on D4, and I put up a poll on YouTube whether I should play it or not. So, name says Death's Web. Oh yeah, this thing does D-Web like literally changes the game for Poison Necro, as you very well might be aware. But yeah, changes the entire game for this character. 91% no for D4. Well, that's out of that'd be out of like 15 people, so I don't even know how you'd get 91. That's probably out of 11 people. So yeah, I assumed it would be. I'm kind of curious what it would be actually. The thing is too that's real annoying about it is it's like 7 o'clock at night on like a Tuesday. Super rough time. So like, sure, I guess I could log in and play for like an hour, you know. But yeah. Obviously, Blizzard's all like California West, so that they're not going to have the launch time. So that for their time, it's like they're not going to have it at like noon their time, you know. So it could be good for East Coast or whatever. So yeah. Skunk Ape says, if you get too far away from the Iron Golem, will it disappear? No, it doesn't disappear. It just like teleports to you, just like how the mercenary does. If he gets, you know, too far away, he'll just all of a sudden appear next to you, you know? D4 for the story? Yeah, if I did do D4, it'd be like a week. Anyway, either way, it'd be like 2 or 3 streams. But unlike other streamers, like I don't stream like 17 hours straight. It's just like incapable of doing that. Just completely non-compatible with my life. So, you know, usually I'd do like 2 to 4 hour streams. I would do, you know, like 3 2 to 4 hour streams. What was that unique again? Okay. Jeer, yo!
Underscore let's go.
Let's go.
Underscore legend.
Legend.
Underscore hype.
Hype. Underscore. Thank you so much for the 4 months of Slayership. Boo. Appreciate you. Wicked Ball, welcome in there over on Twitch. Watching from Japan. Nice. You got an 8 a.m. drop. Play all day. Perfect. Set your alarm, get some coffee, play all day. Skunk Gape said it seems risky to use an expensive for the Iron Golem if he would disappear if he got too far away. Yeah, I don't use expensive things for the Iron Golem anyways. I use an insight, so you can make those relatively, and just any insight too. It doesn't have to be good. Stick it in literally, quite literally, anything. Just get the aura and you're good to go. So, whatever. Wicked Ball hopping both. Twitch and YouTube. What a legend. What a legend. I kill some stuff along the way too. I can't help it. I'm just a slayer at heart, right? Don't know if it's still a bug exists, but there used to be a bug where instead of teleporting, they sometimes pooped. Okay, I never knew that. C Kinsman is saying that used to be a bug. I did not know that. Yeah, I just guess I just never knew that. But no, that does not happen anymore. Maybe in that old version of D2 it might happen. Well, actually, there's no Enigma, so you can't really teleport with an Iron Golem. And there's no Metal Grid, so you can't really... But yeah. Not an issue anymore if it ever was an issue, I guess. Power says, nice vids. What's the gear? What's the gear? I'll just go ahead and shout out everything. I do get asked to gear quite a bit, and I do have a Poison Necro build guide video that you could check out. So you feel Poison Necro would probably pop right up there on YouTube. But I got D-Web, Dark Force Spawn is my shield weapon. Shaco, Enigma, of course. Arachnid's Mesh. Trang's Gloves. I think I got Amara's as the amulet. Couple SOJs. Just hitting the 75 FCR. I decided not to go to 125. I believe. Right? Yeah, because we're at 80, so I was just like, yeah, we don't need to go all the way up to the whatever. Good enough. Cult Arms and Spirit, obviously. As many poison skillers as I can get. Or poison and bone skillers, yeah. And then all magic fine small charms underneath. Appreciate you, Biv. What a legend right there. What a legend. Appreciate you, Biv. Always good for it. Make a summon Necro on 1.03. Boy, I don't know. I probably put like 60 hours into 1.03 on my Barbarian, and I'm like level 42. So, I mean, I'm pretty hung up on Nightmare Cast Sanctuary, I'm going to be honest. Part of the issue that I'm running into here is actually in that 1.03 playthrough, there's a glitch with Whirlwind to where if you die, I was going to do like a short about it, and then obviously I'm going to do a video, like a highlight video for my playthrough, and kind of, it was something I probably could have put in the other video I put about the differences between Diablo 2 LOD and original D2, but there's a glitch where if you die when you're in Whirlwind, if you didn't know, if you go down to 0 health while in Whirlwind, you'll continue the Whirlwind until you finish, and then you'll drop dead. But if in this version, there's a glitch where if you die while whirlwinding, you'll like die, and then like your guy will just stand up and be completely naked. So you'll be dead, but you won't be dead. And because you're not dead, you can't hit exit and then go back to town and run back out and get your body. So it's essentially like playing I don't know, you remember back in the day, like PlayStation games, when you would die, you would go back to a checkpoint. It's essentially like that. So if you go in the Cast Sanctuary, you get caught by some glitch that kills you, then there's a glitch that'll make it so you can't resurrect yourself, and then you have to reset, you know, and start over on the Cast Sanctuary again. So the thing is too, as I found out, there's a couple of things that are real weird about 103 too, to where if you take a large amount of health, it doesn't go, like if your health globe is full like this, it doesn't chunk down instantly and then chunk down when you take more health. It doesn't do anything, and it moves real slow, and then it speeds up and then flies down real quick. And it goes slow and speeds up, and then it flies down. I forget what it was called in the patch notes, but it was called like, I looked at like the 105 or 106 patch, and it was like, changed the health globe to where if you took large chunks of health, it would ease into, it would ease into showing the health dropping. It would all just go away instantly when you took the large hit. So that happens a lot of times. Where also there's a glitch where charged bolt. So if there's a lightning enchanted monster and the charged bolts come out, they don't show unless you have enough light radius to do something. I didn't really understand what it was even saying, to be honest, but something about how much light radius you had would determine whether you could see the charged bolts coming out of the lightning enchanted monsters, which was another thing that they changed a little bit later. So you're taking huge chunks of life from these lightning enchants while also not being able to see the life come off your health globe, because it would come off slowly. It would come off the globe, but it wouldn't display it coming off. So sometimes you literally just drop dead and you're like, no, 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 and you're just dead and you're like, what just happened? Like all my life disappeared. It was not disappearing, and then it was just all gone, and I wasn't getting hit. So yeah, and then I'm just dead, and I'm standing there glitched inside of my own body while I'm dead but not dead, you know. So it's like real hard, very difficult to get into the Chaos Sanctuary with Iron Maiden there, of course. So real tough, real tough. Free insight. Jamon Ray saying free insight frees up the mercenary. Yeah, for sure. And I go ahead and throw on Infinity, even though Infinity, it helps out the corpse explosion a little bit, not the poison, but yeah. Build seems super safe. It is kind of, and you can play it much safer than what I'm doing here too. And this is an easy area as well. This is player 7 difficulty, by the way. You can do this build with some summons. You can bring up some revives. Quite simply too. You go 1-1-1 down to revives. So and that can make it even safer, or some other stuff too. But you still have the mercenary and the Iron Golem just tanking stuff for you. This is like essentially the best possible gear you can get for it too. So poison melts. Yeah, it sure does. Sure does. For player 7 too. So between that and the corpse explosion, yeah. Melt, 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 melt. Grindy says, yeah, so back in the day, light radius was GG, talking about, yeah, it's so weird. Why would you need light radius to be able to see like charged bolts, aka like electrical lightning flying through the air? It makes no sense. But I don't know if it was a glitch or if it was intended, but what do you think about a Barbarian in D2R? Is he viable? I love Barbarian. It is like the best magic finder in the game. Yeah, what Catnium says there, best magic finder in the game. It's generally going to be like players 1 in my opinion. There are going to be builds that you can do higher. But I almost always use Barbarian just players 1 and then utilizing the find item skill. To like hunt like super rare uniques and stuff, or to get runes from Trav if you want to do that. Not my cup of tea, but I mean, it is not bad for that either, obviously, and stuff, so. Let's see, I haven't played enough Necro, says Pickle Nick. If you make your Iron Golem out of Insight, does the aura stick? Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, if you make an Insight Iron Golem, it's just like having the Insight on your Mercenary. So yeah, that's what I'm rocking right here. There is a unintuitive way to like make your Iron Golem too. I guess I'll just shout it out since I'm in the middle of talking about it. I feel like I was just gonna look at something. Oh yeah, these light plate boots. I forgot they were sitting there. No. So for the Iron Golem, generally this is, you want to go 1 point into actual Iron Golem itself. You notice it doesn't have anything about life on it. It's behind my bald ass head here, but there's nothing about life on it at all. Just put 1 point into that. You don't really care how much damage it does. I don't anyways. And I max out Golem Mastery because it gives you, well, it's a little behind chat, but you can see it right there, 720% life. Keeps it alive all the time. And make sure you at least get the 1 point down to summon resistance as well. With the plus skills, tons of res there. So that'll keep it alive essentially all the time. If you got enough plus skills, that is. Hati QQ. What's going on? Thank you so much for the Slayership. Ooh, appreciate ya. Very kind of you supporting the channel with a Slayership. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys seen what I just did though, but I went over here and I clicked here and I went to come over and individually click and repair everything, because on the old version of this game, back when the game first launched, there was no repair all button. And it's funny, I went back and I was reading some of the patch notes last night, just super quick skimming through. They didn't add repair all until like 1.06 or something like that. Like years. Like that seemed like such one of those things I'd call low-hanging fruit. Like there's no benefit to having individually repairing items. Only upside to repair all. Like, you know what I mean? So imagine using Infinity for your, yeah, I mean, there's people that do some crazy things. People will be summon Necro. And I don't know if anyone actually does this, but people claim they do. make a beast out of make a beast iron golem. Why did I just try to identify that flawless amethyst? Which is like Burmal. Is it Burmal Burist for beast? I can't remember what it is, but there's at least a Bur and a Mal in it or something. I can't remember for sure now. I forget. But yeah, it's some ridiculously expensive. Or people say, what's a Doom iron? Like, I'm like, you guys are crazy, like just crazy. Not Doom, but people say they do crazy stuff, which I could never imagine doing. Burmal Burist Infinity. Oh yeah, I knew that from somewhere. It's Bur. I don't know what it is. I forget. Yeah, Jordan's there. Way to ID a gem. Hey, I'm trying to think about what I'm saying, and I'm kind of like I'm a little bit out of the game here because I've been playing that old school D2, you know. So I don't have it all, like, it's not second nature again.
Phil
So
has extracted so much money from my wallet that I'm going to retire when I'm 85.
whoa,
I should have invested in BitConnect instead.
BitConnect.
Yeah, what am I gonna do? BITCONNECTTTTTTTTTTT.
Thank you so much, Snowpro. He's not even a Slayer though. Snowpro, totally not a Slayer. He's not even a legendary Slayer. Snowpro is a absolute Giga Chad. Thank you so much, Snowpro. Continue to support the channel at the highest level, like the absolute Giga Chad you are. Ooh, yeah, my man. Appreciate you. Am I going to try Project Diablo 2? Probably not. I would say most likely not. I don't know how it is now, but I liked the first season of Project Diablo 2. I sort of liked the second season, but they started changing way too much stuff. And by the third season of Project Diablo 2, they changed just way too much to where it wasn't Diablo 2 anymore. Similar to like Reimagined and stuff like that. Like, it's just not the same game anymore, or Path of Diablo, or, you know, name every mod. They all start off with like little changes that I think are good and stuff, and then they always you know, more, you know, and then it's just not, you know, hey, and to each their own. Nothing wrong with you playing it and enjoying it, okay? Whether it's Reimagined, whether it's Project Diablo 2, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. Cherryum, welcome in, by the way. Welcome in. You almost had a Doom, right? I think I made a Doom, didn't I? And it rolled real bad, and everyone was like, ah, I told you not to do it. I think that's what happened. It was the first time I've ever made Doom before, because it seems so unnecessarily expensive and not that great. But I did it anyways, because I have so many runes on this offline single player that I just went ahead and started making some runes that weren't even really worth it, but just to use them so I could say I had them. Oh, what's going on, Nightbot? Welcome in, Nightbot. So that's a good point. Nightbot brings up here, if you're looking to get a pre-built PC, maybe you're in the market, maybe you're just like slightly pondering it. Hey, if you want to see kind of some of the prices, what they got to offer, check out the sponsor of the stream. You see the icon over there, PC Bros. Absolute legends over there at PC Bros. Absolute legends. Make sure you check them out. Use my code SweetPhil. Go through my link, use code SweetPhil, get a little discount. Little discount on a pre-built PC from those absolute legends. Left. Uh-oh. Did I miss like a burn or something? Small charm? Yeah, that's all right. The number of charms I've missed in my day. I bet you one of them is probably would have been a 32020. What? Why are they not dying? These guys must be have really high poison. Nah, I can't do this. If it was one of those maps with like the crazy insane like champion packs right by it or something, I could do it, but boy, these guys got some health on them, huh? Oh, maybe it is good I came out here, fellas. I was just seeing how this would work out. Oh my gosh, that's a good one, fellas. I was just seeing how this Terror Zone would work out with this particular build. Just testing, just seeing, just having fun. 40 life trap skiller. Love to see it. Love it. It's funny in a Terror Zone too. It's a Terror Zone and I got the 40 res on it. So that's kind of interesting. Whew. That's one of those caught off guard situations there. Oh, now an Ogre Cruel Ogre. Oh, well. It was better. Fine Ogre of the Locusts. By the way, it's pronounced Ogre, not Ogre. Everyone's been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. Just want to let you guys know that. So should I keep running this Terror Zone since the luck started popping for me already? Or should I go back to the pits? That is the question now. Because really this build isn't working too great here for whatever reason. I think those skeletons have really high, super high poison res, so... Rock the TZ, rock the TZ. Says one Sunil. Missed a unique ring. Chicho, oh, it's you. Never mind. Never mind. The thing is too with these, the packs are a little more spread out, so the corpse explosion doesn't really work as good. There's like less monsters, more spread out, but yeah, you know. Towers too. No, it's not the towers, it's the hole, which is this cave right here. I mean, the hole is pretty much the pits, right? Sorta. I've obviously been in here before. Pretty regularly enter the hole, that's for sure. Boy, but the packs are a lot more spread out once again in here. Fishaholic said he'd never done the poison necro before. Gosh. These guys got too much health. Look at them. Even after the lower res, takes forever. Forever. Actually, did I need another? I did make a golem not that long ago, so maybe I can use that. I'll double check. Oops. Did I not have my D-web out that entire time? Very possible. He somehow hitting me. Snowpro, that makes perfect sense. Magic find a Lamborghini. Perfect sense, yeah. Lost my account because my system fried PS4, so I changed over to Xbox and now running single player. There's having a hard time finding high runes. Pretty much what Snowpro said there, yeah. Lower Kuras is going to be the most consistent. And it requires no good gear. It doesn't require any skill or talent either, if that's something that is beneficial. You literally just go out, you just teleport around, and you open chests. And take a little bit of time, and you will get high runes eventually. So make sure you kind of look up a guide on how to do that. I have a super old video guide on how to do it. There's a ton of different people that got guides about just how to do it. It's pretty simple, really. Dual Sunder? No. That's a super bad idea. Super bad idea. So unless they're actually immune to poison, the Sunder Charm doesn't do anything. It's like these guys aren't immune to poison. They just have a bunch of health, see? So that would be a dual Sunder is like, I mean, that wouldn't really do anything. And not to mention, then you lose, my resistances would be, I'd be like negative 100 billion on everything. So. Yeah, I don't think there's ever really a build that I would use 2 Sunder Chimes on. If you got a dual spec, I would say just... Yeah, I don't know. Can't think of one. Some builds are just better at some areas. It's pretty much just what it is. Key count doesn't affect rune drop rates, says DB. That what? From players count is the only thing that affects rune drop rates. Magic find doesn't. I mean, kill speed and players count. I guess if you want to count kill speed as something that affects rune drop rates, but oop, how did he freeze? But yeah, and at lower Kuros, you want to do players 7 or 8 for sure, because it does affect the runes that you can actually, what runes you can actually find. This build shines with facets. I mean, facets would make it better. I mean, I think it works pretty good. It's just this particular monster just has a ton of health, and then those skellies must just have... I have a bunch of minus res, but I think some of those skeletons just have really... Like, they must have, like, 95 res or something, like, inherently or something. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I might just go back to the pits. I know I got lucky that one time, but... Oof. Guys beat. Why does everything keep shattering? Super confused. No, none of this stuff should have any cold damage on it. My mercenary keeps shattering everything, but I can't figure out why. Is chilling armor? I mean, that's the only thing that there could be. I mean, the chilling, it's always there. Maybe I just never notice. I don't know. It's just strange. Probably just weird luck in the last few things. The last few kills or whatever you want to call it. Appreciate y'all joining me on this Monday. Make sure you guys just hit the like button for me. There's probably not a whole... I don't really shout it out too often anymore, but I forgot. Oopsie. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Let's go back to town real quick and put this... See if I need another insight base. Oh yeah, I need a tier rune. I gotta remember, grab a tier rune for my next insight there. I don't really need this. Forget that. I don't really want it. Just kidding. I got somebody there. It was like, this guy's got to be kidding me. We'll hang out of that one. Are there poison mews in D2R? Yeah, there are places. I can't think of any offhand, but I know that there are for sure. I just don't remember what they are. Two monsters, meh. Ooh, just hit me so hard there. Oh. If I had one more magic find. Quill rats. Ooh, there you go. Quill rats, the little known creature. Most people know that ghosts have a higher rune drop chance. But y'all know I made a video about it, so I feel pretty cool because I never heard anyone say this before. Quill rats actually have a higher rune drop chance than other monsters. It's not quite, it's like halfway between normal monsters and ghosts, but they have a slightly higher rune drop chance than normal monsters. Div, 190 on YouTube. Yeah, Absolute Legends are over on YouTube. Appreciate you. Twitch, Absolute Legends over there as well. Big Arston says 28 items remaining. No Tel's armor yet. Unfortunate for you there. That is one of those ones that okay. Seems to take longer than what, you know, some people would lead it to believe. I know it can. I've gotten lucky, crazy lucky with Tel's armor specifically, but best of luck on that, man. Poison. I do need to get my reses up a little bit more, but I mean, softcore. Who cares, right? Act 1 hell with your first poison necrosis raced. Yeah, early on, Clay Golem is the way you're probably going to want to go because you can spam them like you said there, raced. You got Clay Golem. Just spam them. Drink some H2O here. Biv, man, instantly pulling up all of any video I talk about. What a legend. Armenian Mike saying, destroy everything in the game, but get wrecked by quill rats. Yeah, cursed, fanaticized, mighted quill rats. Just insta-drop you. So speaking of, so Biv says 190 on YouTube. When I went to get on, I was like, oh yeah, there's something like the expansion and stuff. And I looked and there was nobody streaming right now, like, at all that I seen. So I think I'm just going to go to the pits. I think I'd just rather go to the pits, to be honest. Just because if I can kill faster, the champions in the Terror Zone can drop Tyro's Might. The champions down here can drop Tyro's Might. So that's kind of my main goal. So I'm going to go with this. While you can technically find the higher level stuff from normal monsters, it's like super incredibly rare to drop. Like I've seen a couple things drop that were like TC87s off normal monsters, but I've never actually dropped a TC87 off a monster. I've only seen clips of people doing it, so it's at least that rare. Which I guess I've never seen myself drop a Tyro's Might either, but yeah, Mewtwo, yeah. In Conviction Aura, it doesn't work for poison, but Corpse Explosion's half physical, half fire, so Corpse Infinity will help that out. Because it's half physical, half fire, right? So, not to mention Infinity is just like a sick weapon to use for your mercenary with the crushing blow and the amount of damage and whatnot. Trash, welcome in. Interface Prime says hasn't played D2 since early 2000s. Caught one of your recent videos. Inspired me to fire up the remaster version. Watching it from Sweden. Welcome in. Yeah, D2R, honestly, probably one of the best remade games like in the history of like video gaming. To be perfectly honest. So yeah, I think you're gonna have a good time with D2R. There are some changes from old D2, but I think almost all the changes from old Diablo 2 LOD to this are almost all of them are good changes. Just a few that are like, I wish they would have done that, but you know, no one's ever gonna agree 100% with the choices other people make. So welcome back, though. Welcome back. Mutu says, yeah, so only the fire. Yeah, and the thing, Conviction Aura, someone out there, see, I always like half remember everything, so help me out with this. I'm pretty sure Conviction has it reduces the enemy's defense or something, or reduces their physical resistance or something like that, along with the lightning cold fire. Is that, does anyone have that like stored in their brain better than I do? Oh, Race, do you say your Clay Golem has over 6k health, never dies? Oh, see, I usually just go almost no points into the Golem early on, I guess I never play through the game with Poison Necro either, so usually. But yeah, I just usually don't put any points to it, and I just spam Clay Golem all the time. Just spam it. Because it costs, like, not a lot of mana either, so. Yeah, I don't do spells, I guess. Balthier saying, yep, it does drop defense. So there you go. It does do something. I knew it was something like that. Southern Star saying, if they let people online mod for D2R, they would sell more D2R than D4. Jeez, I don't know about that. But also, I don't think that they want that either. Because, I mean, D4 has, whether you like it, pretty much nobody, quote-unquote, likes it, but whether you like it or not, the skins and the different transactions you can do in D4 make more money than selling D4, so. Salamander. How many Templars mites have I found? I think I've found 6. It's either 6 or 7. I can't remember now. One of them was actually ethereal too. Crazy enough? But yeah. First Uber's prophetic. What's going on? First Uber kill. Ooh. Sorceress Torch. Nice hit right there. Nice hit. Nicholas saying high rune incoming. High rune incoming from this pack right here before we get into the pits, actually. Right here. It's going to pop out. Come on. You can do it. Wait, no, it's hiding down over here. See? It's right. Oh, okay, well. We'll just cut. We won't put that part in the video. Cogent Dark saying it's a skin economy these days. Yeah. I mean, because the skins cost nothing to make. Like, the skins, literally, they probably take one person, like, a week to make one of them, if that. And I'm just speculating with no actual knowledge, but I bet you they take almost no time to make. Like, you pay one person, like, a few days to a week, and they have a new skin done, and then you charge $10 for it and sell 10,000 of them, and you know, so. What you gonna do, right? What you gonna do? Farming TZ? Not right now. No, I will if it's a terror zone that I like or I want to do. This one was meh. This is offline single player, by the way. I did it a couple times, but I just don't feel like doing it, so I'm not doing it. Hey Phil, who do you run for Neolithic keys? Usually, well, almost anything really. Any sorceress usually. I don't know any sorceress. I play a lot of Nova Sorceress, so I would say Nova Sorc with a Nature's Peace on, and maybe even if I didn't have a Nature's Peace, softcore anyway. So sometimes I'll just YOLO it and just like try to take him out before he can corpse explode me. And if he does once in a while, then he does, and I just like reset and come back in again. So I've done it with a poison necro before, I've done it with a summon necro before, I've done it with faux pally, I've done it, you know, so because Fist of the Heavens, you can like just snipe them, right, with the lightning damage without killing anything else, because nothing is there's not really hardly any. His normal pack is not demon or undead, is what I was trying to say. So there's a lot of characters who can do it. Pretty much any character with a Nature's Peace, you're going to be a-okay. For the most part. Them witches can be trouble anyways, though, so. Cows are boring, but Poison Necro can melt them. Yeah, I don't really do a lot of cows either, just because I don't know. Pretty much the main reason is because normally you can't find the really rare uniques there. So I don't really want to do it. I mean, runes are cool to find and all, but runes and like rune word bases are just like not that exciting to me. Or, you know, reasons, I guess. Probably mainly because I'm Holy Grailing all the time. Spam it for no good reason. Mercron started D2 as a new player recently as a Path of Exile player. Game is goated, he says. Just goated. I completely agree with your statement there. This game is goated. I'm pretty glad that, because, you know, when I started my YouTube channel, it wasn't like, hey, I'm some god tier Diablo 2 player. I know everything, so I'm going to do this and that. It was kind of like, you know what? I know quite a bit about Diablo 2. I kind of want to, like, maybe I'll try to learn how to video edit. Maybe that'd help me out in the future. Maybe I could learn to like it and get a job in it or something like that. And then my D2 channel took off. But imagine if I ended up starting my channel about some other random thing that ended up not being something that was so fun to do forever. Because I was thinking about, you know, I was thinking about doing fantasy football. I was thinking about doing, I don't even remember what all I was thinking about, but Jordan, yo, thank you so much for the 12 months of Slayership.
Sweet Phil is goated for Eva.
Appreciate you, Jordan. It sounded like the first part of that notification was really quiet too. I wonder what's up with that. Everything keeps changing on my stream all the time. It's getting annoying, but thank you so much, Jordan, once again. Insane. Salamander saying TZ Countess goes hard. Yeah, don't mind a TZ Countess, right? Wait, yeah. But that's like its own terror zone on its own, so can't do that right now, but yeah, when that is up, not too shabby. Best spot to farm Death's Web. Unfortunately, there's not really a quote-unquote best. Whichever terror zone you enjoy the most and can kill monsters the fastest, or any of the 85 areas that you enjoy the most, and can farm the fastest, essentially. So it's not going to be like, well, technically the drop odds this and that, you should farm here. I found one D-Web, Lumrune, where did I don't know. I know I found one D-Web for sure, actually in the Stony Tombs, and I was actually using this Poison Necro right here. But I didn't have a D-Web at the time. I don't remember why I was doing Stony Tombs. I think it was just something I was like, oh, I'm going to do good builds, but in areas you usually don't use them or something. Like, that was like the idea I had for some reason. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm using Poison Necro and I can't find a D-Web, and I found one with the Poison Necro. This is great. But yeah, you can find it Pits, Chaos Sanctuary, like I said, Stony Tombs, Ancient Tunnels. Pick your 85 area you want to run, right? What do you think about the Buffalo game yesterday? I didn't really watch it. I just know Josh Allen was kind of apparently struggling. He completed like 9 passes, huh? I got him on my fantasy quarterback on my fantasy football team. So I don't know exactly what happened, but so yeah, it wasn't on TV where I live, so regular TV. How much MF? It's like 329-ish, something like that. A satisfactory amount. Truffle farm a lot of casts and pits, think over 2,000 times. One of this 3 items. What does that last part mean? One of this 3 items are Truffle. I misunderstand you there. Are poison immunes still a problem? Not really. I don't know what that's necessarily in reference to, but not currently the way D2R is now. Lions fans are GG, says Trash. True story, true story. What's it like being a Lions fan? So yeah, DB. Nowadays it's not too bad. I mean, for the last like 30 years it was worse. When you're like, Joey Harrington, thank you. Scott Mitchell, thank you. You know. Oh, Dante Culpepper, the corpse of Dante Culpepper. Cool. You know. John Kitna, thanks. Jeff Garcia, thanks. You know, I'm naming off quarterbacks, by the way. And former Lions quarterbacks. Then it was like Matt Stafford. Oh, we signed him under the last rookie deal before the CBA changed for the maximum. So Matt Stafford as a rookie is the highest paid rookie quarterback in NFL history. Just completely hamstringing our team for years to come. But yeah. Not that it's his fault. Get your bag, right? But oh, Trapple, okay. 2000. Gotcha. Pits and Chaos and didn't get him. Yeah, that's not unheard of, to be perfectly honest, for that kind of stuff. Swish said Steelers let you down. Yeah, unfortunately, I had Justin Fields as my quarterback. He did okay. He got 19, almost 20 points, which is okay. Of course, I have Caleb Williams on my bench, hoping he takes off. He had a 36.5 point game yesterday. So last week, was it last week? Yeah, last week I started Caleb Williams. He got like 13, I think. The week before that, he had 27. So I didn't play him. He got like 27. I play him, he gets like 13. I don't play him, he gets 38. He's got a good matchup next week, so I think he's going to be a quarterback that I play, like stream him week to week based upon his matchup.
Tuck. Twitter donated $2 through Super Chat. So you just lower resist than Poison Nova?
I appreciate you for the $2 Super Chat. Twitter. Tuck Twitter. Nice. Pretty much, yeah. So obviously I'm battle ordering up. I got my bone armor going, and after that you just lower res, poison, and then corpse explode. So lower res, Nova, corpse explode. So really, depending on your area that you're farming, like there, the Nova absolutely melted everything. Sometimes it won't melt everything. You'll need the corpse explosion to help you out. Right there, the corpse explosion, sometimes it actually kind of works like static on the sorceress, where the corpse explosion will take down a lot of their health. Your mercenary will kill one monster. Oops, I didn't use poison Nova. And then you can boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, there you go. Thanks for the super chat once again, by the way. Phil looking sharp, Mystic. Appreciate you, my man. Jesse was always a Lions fan entire life till a few years ago. I'm tired of the rigged stuff. I don't think it's rigged, but I don't know, to each their own, whatever, I guess. Juice saying he knows people that play their whole life, doesn't find it Griffins or some of that super rare stuff. Oh, absolutely, for sure, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm a full-time YouTube D2R content creator. No Tyrael's Might, which is more rare than Griffins, but still, like, it took me probably, I don't know, now I've kind of found quite a few Griffins, but it's probably only like, probably 6 of them ever, I guess. And considering I play a lot, I mean, you know. Corpse explosion points, just 1 base point, but it's level 25 because I have so many plus skills. So it's kind of a benefit of having some of the best gear in the game, pretty much. Interface Prime, have a great evening. Time to eat dinner. Dinner, huh? Gotcha. Peace out. Sunil's is talking about cap space. The Maple Leafs have $1 cap space. They really pushed it to the limit, huh? Nice. Oh. Really pushed it to the limit. Good old Venom Ward. Plus 24 skills from gear. Yeah, that's how you do it. Really helps out, really does. Orkin Trav, says Carlos, since forever to get runes. How is it to have persistence to keep going on? The thing is I can't stand Trav, Carlos. So as for, I've done Trav, I did this on one season. I started the season as a barb, like online, and I used a Horker and I ran Trav until I found a high rune. So I actually found a Vex, but I was like, this is not high enough rune. And then I kept doing Trav until eventually I got a Burr rune. So, but it took me, and I kind of progressed. I pretty much progressed as I was like finding stuff and being able to trade for it too. So I started off like whirlwinding with an insight, and then I switched over to like an oath, I think. And then I switched to, I forget exactly, but I kind of progressed every couple of days through being able to get better gear and stuff too. So I don't like running Trav like that because but of that Vex and Burr rune, that's like all I found. I think I might have found a metal grid too, but I mean, that doesn't really help you online. Like metal grid's cool, but it's not like a used item hardly ever. So, but I found almost nothing besides that Vex and that Burr. So yeah, I don't usually do that. If I'm on single player trying to get runes, I usually do lower Kurast. I just like the fact that you can grab so many like magic find charms and life charms and skillers and jewels and gems for crafting your first caster amulets, or try to get a good caster amulet that way. So that's my preferred method, but it's also very boring. So but the thing is, I don't mind when I have a job that I will, if I have a task where when I complete it I will have this in this much time. Oof. I don't mind that, you know. I like the consistency almost of it. I never like working for nothing, pretty much. So if you run Trav for 700 hours and just get unlucky, don't get anything, that bugs me more than, I don't know, like running LK when it's boring, but you like are gonna have something no matter what. So Phoenix Shield, should I do one or keep away from it? Well, it's super expensive. I mean, if you have, man, another diadem. The base dropping here. Phoenix Shield is really good for a lot of stuff, to be honest. Kind of, sort of. It's sick on a Javazon to keep your mana up with the Redemption Aura. Obviously, any fire builds, duh, it's really great, right? But yeah, I would say do it. But I didn't make my first Phoenix ever until like pretty recently, just because it's so expensive. So I would say yes if you can afford it. Aaron said he likes Trav over LK. Yeah, obviously just an opinion thing there. A lot of people say they like Trav over. The thing with Trav is it's kind of, I'm not gonna say like super hard, but yeah, just getting zapped by the council and all the hydras. And the thing with LK is it takes no skill and it takes no effort. So you don't have to have any gear. Like you can be like level 50 and like you could be the lowest possible level you can be to get to hell difficulty, and you can run lower Kurast. As long as you have teleport, that's all you, and you don't even have to have teleport really. You could have someone, you could like glitch rush with a bumper and be like level 1 and run lower Kurast. So there's no barrier of entry. Well, I guess on single player you can't get glitch rush with the bumper, so I take that back. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. Absolutely get a Phoenix, just don't let Phil roll it. Biv. Biv, biv, biv. Why the high players count for pits? Yeah, really, I usually, since I'm hunting Tyrell's Might, I wouldn't do that. But having the higher players count, you can get more runes, which lends to, it's another like exciting drop that I can use as a clip for a video, essentially. You do get more experience too, a little bit, which is very minuscule at this point, but it's really just to try to find like bases and runes to use for clips for a drop value video, essentially. And it's just like another thing that's like hype to be hype about on stream, because it just is another fun thing to find, you know, even though it's not I don't really care like about finding another Vex rune or something. But man, if I found like a Zod or something, ooh, I would totally go for that. And considering if I did this on players 1, it would be, we'd call it like maybe 15% faster, but I mean, it's not that huge of a difference, you know, like it's not the difference between like if it was players 1, this would be a 2.5 minute pit run or a 2 minute pit run, and on players 7 it's a 9 minute pit run, you know, like it's not that much different. So are you allowed to play mods on single player D2R? Yeah, you can. Yep, there's a bunch of different mods kind of out, sort of. So yeah, there's probably honestly like 15 different single player mods for D2R, at least, if not more. Most of them are like not super popular. People don't know about them, but yo, what's going on? No message, but appreciate you. I was getting ready. I was sitting here waiting for the message to read off. Then I look and you didn't put one in. All good. No, thank you so much for supporting the channel with a layership. Woo, yeah. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Which D2R mod would I recommend? Not really any, personally. I'm not like a mod kind of guy. So the mods and this is just my opinion, my take. I kind of already gave it already, but just the short answer is pretty much they changed so much in the game that it's like a completely different game. Like we'll take D2R remodded for an example. I think they added something like 700 more uniques and like 500 sets or something, 350 sets or something like that. So it's like, boy, you know, all the skills are different. If you look at it, even if you go to waypoints and stuff, all the waypoints look different and stuff. Just like everything's different, you know. So that's just not really my cup of tea. More power to you if you like it, but just not my thing. I like Diablo 2, so you know. Subbing for the GG drop too. Luck on my exam this morning. Yeah, best of luck. You know, you don't need the luck. I can already tell you became a channel member on YouTube, so I can tell you're a very smart individual for sure. Now, best of luck on the exam, and thanks for supporting the channel, keeping the dream alive. Ooh. Yeah, WRECKS said D2R reimagined, very good, constant updates. Yeah, see, the same thing that people like about it is the same thing I don't like about it. I hate constant updates and changes. I really dislike that. So that's just me though, just me, right? Incredible said tried out Hero Editor, just as fun as you remember. Nice. Yeah, JS talking about the remodded is the one that Dabrowski posted about the other day. But yeah, it's it just doesn't look like something. I mean, I just don't like Diablo 2 mods, so. Just me, my thoughts, not yours. Anyone who watches radio around here, I always say that, and probably no one, it doesn't really make sense to a lot of people, but there's a radio station with a group of hosts that when they sign off of their one segment, they always say, "Those are my thoughts, not yours." You know, used to be here on 89X, but now it's like here on the Rift. Loot filter would be cool, and yeah, any of the quality of life stuff. So when I say changes, I mean actual changes to like the way the game plays. But like anything quality of life wise, I would be perfectly acceptable with. Loot filters, something to deal with runes and gems, stacking, or a, whoa boy, how about that, huh? Or, you know, some people say a gem bag, or whatever you want to call it, the fix to that, you know? Something to stack up keys and gems and stuff. That is one thing that it kind of adds an intriguing element to the old school, like not being able to store anything in that, excuse me, 103 patch that I played, or that I kind of am playing / did play. But that's something that's kind of intriguing just because of the, like, what do you even call it? Just like, oh, this is how crazy games used to be. But I wouldn't want to deal with that all the time for, you know, this type of game, to be honest. But Viv just smushed a bunch of different mod names together. That's the one you're playing, huh? Nice, nice. Yeah, but don't you like to have pluggy for D2R? I think that was directed towards me. I do like that. Yeah, you probably put that in right at the time when I was saying like any of the quality of life stuff. So when I say mods, I'm talking about like when they change the skills, when they add in a bunch of new items, when they change when they pull a skill off a spirit, when they lower spirit's FCR, when they add in 5 other rune words for shields, when they increase the drop rates like dramatically on the game, you know, like Project Diablo 2, I don't even know what it is now, but back during the first few seasons, Players 1 was the equivalent of Players 3 difficulty drop rates. So Players 8 would be not literally because it doesn't exist, but it was, if you continued scaling it, Players 8 drop rates was the equivalent of like Players 12 or something, or 10 or so. I forget exactly, but something like that. Like they increased the drop rates for everything. So, and they make it so, you know, that's just not really my thing, I guess. 5% magic find jewel. Ooh, yeah. Josh saying still waiting for clean D2R mod to add quality of life, currency tab. Llama's mod is almost at. I guess I didn't know Llama did a mod thing, so yeah, that would be cool. Like an actual good. The loot filters I've seen I haven't particularly liked. They seem just like loot name shorteners and not actually loot filters. You know, like once you get to the end game, I wish you just check on the end game loot filter and it blocks out like minor healing potions and like things you wouldn't necessarily want, right? You know, bolts, thawing potions, you know, stuff you'd never really pick up. So, ever played Median XL? I did not. Hot. That one, even back in the day when I first seen it, it was like, wow, there's a lot going on in this, like on this game. I used to watch a guy that played it for like a few weeks back when I was working in the factory, and yeah, there was just a lot of graphics going on the screen. It almost it reminded me of Mosaic Assassin before Mosaic Assassin. Like, but every character though. Could be wrong though. It's been a minute since I've seen that. Hag, welcome in. Yo, welcome in over on Twitch. Good luck, says Easy Bucket. Appreciate you. Sorry, that's from a minute ago. But yeah, we got a large group here today. Welcome in, everybody, between Twitch and YouTube. We got 350. Appreciate you. That's a big number for me viewing here. So I am somebody who, I actually try to read every comment, but I do say I try. When we get these kind of numbers, I appreciate you guys joining me. Mega hype. Appreciate you a lot. It does get difficult to play and read every comment, but I do try. So Planet, welcome in, Planet Smasher. Not seeing your Merc aura. Well. Oh, is it not? It's that green one right there. Anyways, that's the Infinity Conviction there. Sean says, love watching the Necro slaying. Glad you like it. Yeah, I'm glad I picked this character too. I am enjoying this too. I haven't played a Poison Necro in a while. And I really, in my lifetime, I haven't played a lot of Poison Necro with D-Web, because I didn't find one for a very long time back in the day. Like, it took me years to find my first D-Web, of like years of having a YouTube channel and streaming and making videos before I found my D-Web. So years. Chat says need to remove the cast delay on Frozen Orb and Blizzard. I don't know. I kind of like how it is now, where there's the cast delay on that skill, but they removed universal cast delay, so you can cast like Blizzard Orb, Blizzard Orb, Blizzard Orb, or you can cast Orb and then hit, you know, whatever other skill you're using, I guess. But I kind of like how it is now. I almost like it too, because it incentivizes you to not just like use one skill and spam one thing, but like to use multiple skills and stuff. So Noronius said, good luck on the journey. Yeah, hopefully the journey comes to a close here pretty soon, with only Tyrael's Might left on the Holy Grail. Still. See the Infinity Aura, don't see the passive aura. So like the one from, I think this one I got, we do have Might Aura, so this Might, it's like a light blue, that's like the Insight Aura, right? So that's like the other one. And then I have Might, but who really cares about Might, right? But oh, Trash, thank you for the insanely generous, thank you so much, 5 gifted Slayerships. What a beast, what a beast. Appreciate you, Trash. We got Nolan, Josh, JS, Zuper, and Squigs all got gifted memberships. Oh, I will shout this out too. I don't shout this out enough. If you do join the Discord as a channel member, Discord's absolutely free, by the way, for everybody. But if you're a channel member, we do have members only Discord channel, and we have a YouTube members only, like you get a special color and like, is it not an icon, but yeah, you get a special color so everyone knows you are a true Slayer. So it's super easy. If you look up a YouTube video how to do it, it's literally like 3 button clicks to link your YouTube membership. Even if it's gifted or anything, yeah, you can link it. It's like 3 button clicks to link your YouTube membership to Discord. So I do need to take the time too and set up the Twitch one. I've been streaming on YouTube a lot longer, so I kind of need to get on that. But yeah, hard to see with all the auras. Yeah, for sure. Crayonus, offline Grail journey started, but hard to progress at first. Chugging pots all day, so you must be still working on your playthrough, huh? The one tip I would recommend, and a lot of people don't kind of think about this, they think like, oh, I'm gonna play through the game and then beat the game and then I'm gonna start Holy Grailing and start trying to find gear. What I always do, and I even do this a lot online too, if I'm not playing with a full party, especially, so you're like inconsistent on who you can play with, just play through until you get to literally Act 1 of Hell, and you can start like spam farming Andariel at that point, or you can go take out the Countess or whatever and get power that way, and it makes the rest of the playthrough way easier. Then you could go ahead and get to Mephisto, and then you can moat trick Mephisto and get more power before you play on, and stuff like that. I actually found out about 6 months ago, my assassin on single player here, I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing my assassin in the pits. Oh, terrorized Chaos Sanctuary, I should go do that. And I went and looked, and I didn't even get past Act 3 yet on my assassin that I had for like 3 years on single player. So keep that in mind. You don't have to play through the game all the way if you can't do it yet. You can just start farming up and getting good stuff right after that, right? Bill, are there good trading card stores in Michigan? I have no idea anymore, to be honest. I've kind of been out of the game on that stuff for a while, for a long time. I mean, I have all my old sports cards and I have my old Magic cards like we were talking about the other day, but I don't know about actual card shops around anymore. I have no idea. No idea. Doom kind of agreeing with that. He would prefers to farm Andariel Mephisto before continuing on a little bit. Yeah, at least to get your basics, like let's say you're a sorceress, you should be able to get like Mage Fists, and like, you know, you farm the Countess, and hopefully you find a Monarch on the, you know, from a weapons or an armor rack, or from a monster on the way down, and you can make a Spirit, stuff like that. Make yourself a good Insight. Hopefully, anyways, you know, it's all hopefullys, but you'll get something. You're guaranteed to get something. Tyrael's Might this run. Ooh, calling it. Wow. That would be crazy, huh? You just called it. They need to add Nova as a synergy for Thunderstorm and vice versa, says Astral. Let's see, what is the synergy for Thunderstorm? Is it Static? I think Static is a synergy for Nova and Thunderstorm, right? So it isn't literally Nova for Thunderstorm, but you're gonna have Static maxed out for Nova anyways. I think so. Oh no, Prophetic lost his grief doing Uber runs? Must be hardcore, huh? Woof. Unfortunate to hear that. All your gear except your grief. Yeah, you must have accidentally clicked and picked up a sword or something, and then, I don't know. I forget how exactly that happens, where your item will be gone like that. I think it's when you accidentally pick up like you go to get your body back and you accidentally pick up like a sword and it goes in your sword slot. And then you know, I forget exactly how it happens, but, or no, you probably didn't have enough strength and then you didn't have any room on your body to hold it in your inventory. And then you died again and it doesn't take all the bodies with you. So the one that still had the sword on it, because you didn't have enough dex to wear it. That's probably what happened. Strength bug, there you go. I assumed it was a dex bug, but the you know, just because the dex requirement on grief, but yeah.
I can't carry anymore.
That's what I was trying to spit out. I couldn't remember exactly. Trash, how does someone miss a field goal in the last minute of a game? Are you talking about the Bengals one? Boy, yeah, drop the ball. Laces out. Unfortunate. Yeah, Doom, yeah, totally. Always a chance for a Shaco or a Viper Magi from Andy, or yeah. I've found several high runes just taking out different packs on the way down to the Countess. So yeah, that kind of stuff happens all the time. Or you get that lucky drop from one of the monsters around Andariel. Ooh, yeah. My juice is flowing just thinking about it. Lion, sad day when you accidentally lose an item like that. Yeah, very true story. Very true story. I think I may have lost a fortitude that way. Yeah, Prophetic said the Bengals game lost because of a bad hold. Yeah. I almost, of course, you put it on the holder, but if you look at the snap, like he's getting ready to take it, and then he has to reach back like this to grab it. So he's like, ah, and he caught it on his shoulder and then had to get it down. So I would almost put it on the long snapper, but the holder is gonna get all the blame because he like dropped it when he was putting it down. He made like it wasn't like the hardest grab, but it was. See, I was actually the field goal holder when I was in high school, so I know all about it. I'm kind of a professional. So. We tried D2 Reimagined. I have not. I have not. May need to do a pinned comment about Reimagine, maybe. Question for chat. First time playing Endgame. Hammered in. Found a Colossus Bulge. Made a good insight, but Merc only has 197 strength. Well, you can get a couple of levels. First off. Someone said put a perfect amethyst in the vamp gaze. That is a solution right there, for sure. But yeah, you gotta either get strength somehow, or a different base or whatever. So that's pretty much the best bet solution there. Yeah, amethyst or get 2 levels because your mercenary gets 2 strength per level. So Or get yourself an Andes. Andes has strength on it inherently already, so. And Daro's Visage. That's kind of why a lot of people will steer away from CV because of the huge strength requirement, but Marty says you're not a true D2 player if you haven't lost an item to the strength bug. Good to know. I'm a true D2 player. Lost a storm shield, says Mewtwo. Nice, nice, nice. Robbie said he's been hammering Reimagined lately. Congrats, glad you enjoy it. Nothing I love more than hearing people playing video games and loving it. Trash lost $600 on a bet because of a missed field goal. Oof, I didn't have anything that crazy. I did win 40 bucks on a DraftKings fantasy lineup though. Good old $1 fantasy lineup. Finished like 200th out of like 10,000 people or something. It was going to be 60 bucks, but something stupid happened in the and I ended up not winning. Oh, Denver's defense. Or no, it was some other team's defense. Some other team's defense got a sack at the end of the game. Who was it? Was it like Arizona's defense or something? And it ended up dropping me like 3 or 4 positions. Just a meaningless sack at the end of a game that the team had no point in like even trying. Little Trav, huh? I don't know how Poison Necro works at Trav much. Dropped me from 60 bucks to 40. Real annoying. Real annoying. Is what it is though. Sweet Phil Fantasy League. So I tried doing a fantasy league, Marty. I don't know if you remember, but I could only get like 5 people to play in it. Like nobody would play. So unfortunate. We'll get them next time. I don't know if I should try Trav. So I'm looking at the poll here. 70% no out of 600 votes, out of 540 votes. 30% yes, 70% no on D4. Sweet Mall, you posted the main hang. I did not. Did not. Speaking of malls, so I've been trying to gamble Hand of Brock on that old school Diablo 2. Do you know if you can find that for sure or not? Because I can't really find information anywhere on what items are actually in the launch version of D2 and which ones weren't. Like, because you know how like even Ariat Summit says like Blade Buckle was put in the game in 1.09, but that's like completely not true. And then every single other site I see, they must just go on and copy paste Ariat Summit because they all say the same thing. But Hand of Brock having dual leech. Also, does Hand of Brock have dual leech in the old school version? Did you ever find it? Oh, you found the specific unique item list for that? Because yeah, on Ariat Summit it just says like it'll say like one item is there from launch day, but then it'll say another one is entered in 109, but it's definitely there in launch day. So yeah, the archive version of Ariat Summit. Yeah, I looked there too, and when you go to the archive Ariat Summit thing and you click on the items, it just takes you, it just links you to the normal items list. It doesn't link to the old item list because they must have just took the same list and updated it for the new or whatever. So but yeah, so I gambled Hotspurs, but instead of Hotspurs having 45 fire res along with the 15 all res, they only have 15 to the maximum fire res. I mean, another diadem, jeez. They have 15 max fire res, but then they only have 15 to fire res as well. And then they're also missing all the flat defense and the enhanced defense stats. So it has like 2 defense with 15 fire res. So real rough. I was like, this isn't nearly as good as I thought the Hotspurs were going to be. Unfortunate. Somebody said if I run Trav, I have to have Flickering Flame to keep the Golem alive. We'll try her out. Let's try it at, we can't do players 1. We'll try at players 3. Because with the, I don't know if I've ever really done this before. And I'll just save an exit. I'll dip out super quick if it doesn't go good for me. Ooh, I'm getting beat up over here though. Oof. The Golem's fine. My Mercenary's getting nuked over here. No more bodies to blow up here. Come on. So I can do it, but do I want to? Do I want to? Appreciate you, Marty. I'll have to look at that. Because yeah, the archived area at Summit, when I went in there and I'd click on the items, it would just send me to the modern day list of items. So I'll see what you got in there. I'll check her out after the stream. I needs that information. We'll do one more. We'll see how it goes. I didn't like the first one, but there's probably a skill issue. Huh. It's almost better if I don't teleport them back and I just let them, because my mercenary will attack, and then oh, Sunday, of course. And he's leeching like an insane amount of life back, so 72, not bad. Tals, no. I mean, that didn't go too bad, right? The actual August 15th page. All right, appreciate you, Marty. Appreciate you. Prophetic saying he was getting some strength from his gear. It was
Bezos money, sir.
Wasn't explained in a build guide. Yeah, I mean, sometimes things like that are, I don't know, do I want to say basic? I mean, it's hard when you do build guides to point out every possible thing that could go wrong with somebody doesn't know how the mechanics in the game work. So I can understand if somebody, me or somebody else, does a build guide and they forget to mention one thing that they assumed everybody knew. Also, your build guide can only be so long. If you make like a 47-minute build guide, people are like, I'm not clicking on that. I'll click on the 8-minute one. So you know, you're picking up and laying down. But Grindy, thank you so much for the 3 months Twitch bomb sub. Ooh, appreciate you, you Slayer. Thank you so much. Good old Twitch Prime. Love to see it. Maybe this isn't going too bad, huh? I don't know. Oh, they changed spots, huh? Golem getting hit a little bit. Bring him away. Okay. He's alright. He's alright. We did nuke them pretty quick, though, so. But, of course, nothing. Dark Alchemist, met your channel recently. Helped me a lot with D2 LOD server. Greetings from Argentina. Welcome in. Welcome in. Playing the old school LOD. Love it. Welcome in. Thanks for watching the vids. Legend Lobster, a PD2 player next season. Make a charge paladin. Any tips for the build? A Project Diablo 2 tips. I can't really give you. I don't play Project Diablo 2, so I don't know what the skills really do. I don't know how they quote unquote rebalanced everything and whatnot. So yeah, not a lot I could do to help you with Project Diablo 2. Will you guys get taken out already? Ooh. Wait, is there a monster? Oh, I thought he was hiding over there. Unique amulet. Never know. Perfect Maras. Doesn't look like there's anything else hiding here. All right, perfect Maras right after the rare one. One to Amazon. Nope. Now the perfect Maras. Oh, yeah. Sorry to hear that, prophetic. That yeah, I guess I didn't know. You know, it's hard to say every little thing like that. But yeah, usually you just put enough strength and dex to wear your gear, and you got to make sure that you don't like die a bunch of times, and then not even a bunch of times. If you die a few times, you got to make sure that you don't leave extra bodies laying around with gear on them. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, I can get how that could happen. Suboptimal, of course, but. Well, one of you guys just get taken out already? Thank you. Just need one of these guys to die, and then I can corpse explode them, but... Shoot assassin with res by itself. No, 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 no. WRECKS, obviously gonna check that. What is this thing called? Is it something? Death Spade? Nailed it! With the perfect amount of enhanced damage, too. The perfect amount. Still have guides from 2000, says Olymp. Which one do you say there? From Game Facts? Yeah, I mean, it's something I could check out. So I looked at probably 10... Well, not... I probably looked at like 6 different sites. And they all just had essentially copy and pasted information from Area at Summit, which is incorrect information. So, yeah, I'll have to check out the one that Marty sent me over here, see if it's correct. But yeah, trying to gamble Hand of Brock so that I can get dual leech on my gloves, which would be so sick. But also, I don't even know if Hand of Brock in old school D2 has dual leech on it, so. That's going to be interesting to find out. Because the uniques are also different, the ones that are even in it too, so. See if we can get stupid lucky. Not harping on me, harping on the devs. Yeah, it should just bring all your bodies with you, huh? Any body that has gear on it, it should just like bring with you. Thomas said he's leveling hardcore assassin currently. Best of luck. Actually, there's one tip. There's one thing that most people I always kind of recommend for that. Don't die. So. Hopefully that helps you out. Can confirm. Excellent tip. This line. Well, Ismail, come on. Get out of town. 10 out of 10 can recommend that tip. Will I buy and play D4 expansion, says Anton. Will I or will you? So you're asking will I? I'm part of the Blizzard or the Diablo partner program. They actually gave me a copy of the expansion, being part of the partner program. But I'm not sure if I'm going to stream it or not. I'll probably play it a little bit, but I might be off stream. So, it might just be like on my free time. Because the poll up over here on YouTube, you can see it's 70-30 that people just are not interested in watching me play it. So, I mean, if people don't want to watch me play it, then, you know. Can you? There you go. You. Okay. I thought there was a body there for me to corpse explode, but must have shattered or something. Wow. Sometimes they just are invincible. No. No good. Expansion, says Thomas. Yeah, they put out a D4 expansion. VV saying GameFAQs only speaks the truth. We'll find out. I wish you could lock these just to stay up, because I feel like I accidentally click on them all the time and then they go away. But I never want them to go away. I always want the numbers there. I wonder if there's a setting that I've overlooked. D3 reimagined, says Biff, is the expansion. I mean, every person I've seen like kind of mention that the expansion and all the changes have been pushing D4 in more of a D3 direction. They've pretty much admitted it. They just have completely gave up on trying to make the game anything like Diablo 2, essentially. So, I mean, I guess they can't really be surprised if primarily Diablo 2 players don't like D4 as much when they just outright admitted they wanted to make the game more like Diablo 3, so. I mean, at least I don't know, at least they tried to like mesh the two at the start, but yeah. I don't know. Was D3 good? Depends who you ask, I guess. I played D3 for like a month when it came out, and then I never played it again because it was like so bad when it came out. I've heard that after they did the expansion for D3, like a few years after it came out, the game got way better, but I haven't played it, so. Astral said there's a settings in gameplay to lock that. Yeah, I'd have to, it might be one of them things I just never really seen. These ones? Yeah, they're checked, but they don't like lock. If you click on them, it goes away. I was wondering if let's see. Ammo count on skills. Skills that require ammo. Oh, I see what it's saying. Should probably check that one, huh? But yeah, I wish if you clicked that, it just wouldn't go away. But yeah. What's so bad about D3? Well, you know how people like D2 because it's like dark and evil and adult-like? Like D3 has a unicorn level, if that tells you anything. And not to mention there was a lot of glitches when the game first came out. It was really like strange stuff. But yeah. Unicorn level is about all you really need to know. Optimus saying D3 expansion was okay, played it a ton. Ragaroth going pretty good. D4 releases today. I thought it was today, but people are telling me it's tomorrow. I thought it was at 7 o'clock tonight Eastern time, but people are telling me it's tomorrow, so I don't know. I just looked it up yesterday and it said the 7th at 7, so I don't know. Why don't I look it up again? See if my brain is really melting as much as I think. Diablo 4 expansion release date and time Eastern. Yeah, October 7th at 7. Yeah. Yeah, whoever told me it was tomorrow is just... Today's the 7th, right? Yeah. So it's tonight at 7. Yeah, so I guess I'm not gonna be playing it tonight, but so I did a poll up on YouTube and it's like 70% people are uninterested in watching me play it, so I guess I will spend time with my family. Spend time with my wife and kids, I guess. Which is not a bad thing. Hey, what are you doing there? Figlet, thank you for Twitch Prime
What's
sub.
going on, Phil, my man?
It's going pretty good. 12 months of... Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Figlet, for a whole year of Twitch Prime subbing. Love to see it. Oh yeah, watch football too. Exactly. So Monday night is the reset, right? I have to... Usually, what I would do here, I gotta make dinner. Daughter has dance, so my wife or me or somebody else is gonna have to take her to dance. I think my wife is not gonna be here, maybe. I think she works late. Football's on tonight. Like, obviously, when I make dinner... Well, actually, I don't have to make dinner. We got a bunch of leftovers, I forgot. Which is sick, actually. So, I win there, but still. Nizos. Also coming in with Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much, both you Slayers, Figlet, and Nizos. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, but... Absolute Slayers for the Twitch Prime sub. We got a level 1 hype train. Appreciate you. Travis Elias, Jordan. True story. Not sure why I'm doing this, to be honest. Imagine, fellas. I complete the Holy Grail out at Trav with the Poison Necro. Just to be different. I hate how they're half like in and half out. Does the poison still kill him while I'm down here? Or does it go away? Can I just like pop out and poison him and then jump back down? Ooh. Looks like it does, actually. I feel like I did hear that it does, but I also don't remember things great sometimes, so... Pretty sure it does. It looked like it did. Bill never wants to fight him straight up. Always do the coward's way. What's the build? Saliac? Poison Nova Necromancer, which obviously I'm utilizing Corpse Explosion as well. The thing is they never drop any full rejuves out here, so that's a little annoying. But it's fine. It's fine. Schmoobla, welcome in, man. What's up? What's up? Ooh. Trying to read over, trying to catch some of these here. Havoc saying D3's got a streamlined gear with no choices to make. Yeah, I've kind of heard that to where it's just like, I guess it depends on the player, but people who play it a lot, when you know what to get and where, you know, or whatever, you know exactly what you're doing. They, I think it was G-Stacks told me, you pretty much get full perfect gear on the first day of the season, and you only want to use sets, full sets of gear, and you get it on like the first day if you're really good. So yeah, just only full sets, so everybody everybody who has the exact same gear, and yeah, you get it like instantly, and then you just blast greater rifts forever. But yeah, just going off what I heard. So Nisoas always forgets about his prime. Figlet reminds you. Appreciate you both either way. Chicho, I would not go to a P. Diddy party. Hard pass. Prophetic says he'll be there playing it. It is possible to enjoy D4 and D2. Yeah, it is. I think it's okay. some people anyways, act like D4 is the worst game that's ever been made. Very, very exaggerated. I think D2, like living up to the best game ever made, which is Diablo 2 D2R. I mean, come on, what kind of standard you got here, right? Why are they not dying? Do I have my D-web out? Okay, I do. But I think it's I think D4 is a goodish game. Like, why did that shadow way over there? What the heck? Goal rune. Yeah, I'm kind of bored of doing this already, I'm going to be honest. Trav is not my thing, but just decided to do it. Marty said refuse to pay the 40. Don't blame you. I don't think I was going to buy it either, but they gave me a copy, being a Blizzard partner, so, or Diablo partner, I should say. So I'll probably give her a whirl. Not really a ton of motivation not to, you know, throw it in, fire it up, try it out. Ivana, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Grindy saying, as we've seen, D2 is far different than at launch than it was today. I do agree. That being said, I think D2, like, which is now D2R, is better now than it was at launch. I'll be honest, I kind of enjoyed Diablo 4 more at launch than I do now. I haven't played it in a while, but I'm talking like the last season that I played. The thing I want to do with D4 is I want to play through the game again, like the actual campaign. And I've kind of had this opinion for a while. I honestly think it was a mistake to allow people to skip the campaign, because it's one of those things that, like, everybody will choose to skip it because it will slow your progression. But I just think it's better for the overall, like, enjoyment to have to play the campaign every time. To have, like, this step, this step, this step, this step, this step, to go through the steps to get the levels, to get the into the game progression, to be able to then get to the end game. I don't like the fact that you, like, load up the game at the start of a new season and it's like, all right, let's start slamming these places that we just slam over and over again. You know, like, let's just start grinding experience. That's never really been my thing. Maybe it's some other people's like it, but Pocket says, I've been lurking. Been lurking, Pocket. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Figlet says, can't stay. Just wanted to get his 1 year sub in. Peace out. All right, peace out, Figlet. Oh, Schmoobla. This guy. Trying to push my buttons over here. Mosaic made D2R the best. This guy. I see what you did there. No, don't ban Schmoobla. I think he's joking. He knows that I don't like Mosaic. Several different people, Andy here, Jordan, saying they D3'd it, made it look like D3. Yeah, that's a pretty uncontroversial statement nowadays. They really did try to, like, mix D2 and 3 sort of when the game launched, but yeah, they just decided that D3 won out there on who they wanted to more make the game like, so that's the way it seems in my estimation. I mean, to be honest though, let's be fair here. Like, businesses are in the business of making money, right? So, like, what are they gonna do? cater a game to some 40-year-old guy that the whole reason, and I bet you this is I don't know about how common. D2 is obviously great, but why did I go back and play Diablo 2 again? Because I didn't want to spend more money on a game, right? So, middle-aged dude still playing the same game from the year 2000? Or people, like, who's more likely to buy skins? People who play D3? Oh! Speaking of skins, another life skiller today. 1 to summoning skill. I don't know what happened there. All of a sudden my eyes are watering. I don't know what happened, but we found a 6 skiller right now. I got so excited. Started choking up. That's this amazing skiller. I don't think I have that many summon skillers either. I think I needed more. Total GG for sure. Boy, that's cool. None of that like 1 to 4 fire damage on a summon Necro skiller or something. That's sick. Love to see it. But yeah, who's more likely to like buy battle passes and skins? Diablo 3 players or Diablo 2 players? I'm not passing any judgment here, but I would say more than likely Diablo 3 players. That's just what I think. I don't have any scientific evidence for it, but just, you know, that's just what I would think. D4 introducing rune words, right? Sort of, but not really. They're like rune words by name only, essentially. So if I'm not mistaken, I haven't looked a lot into it because D4 is like, you know, whatever. It's not bad, but it's not really my favorite thing, and I'm busy with other things. I think you can only put every rune word technically is two runes. There's no more, no less. If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but appreciate you, D-Stacks. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just got some crazy tickle. I got some crazy like scratch in my throat right there, right in the middle of talking. I mean, I'll be honest, I've kind of been going off on talking here on stream. There's so many in here. Appreciate y'all joining me. Appreciate all you YouTube people hitting the like button, but I'm trying to talk fast, read comments, respond and stuff. I think I'm just out talking my voice, to be straight up. I need to do voice exercises. Oramido. Wait, rune words in D4? Yeah, sorta. D2 comes from a version back in the day when you would buy more copies of the games to mule more items. Yeah, I mean, I guess sorta, yeah. See, one button loot's weird in D4. Only loot you are legendaries. Disregard the word legendary. Yeah, that is kind of true. I really wish that the loot was more like D2 for sure. But if you disregard the actual like words and, well, not, it sounds bad when I say it that way, but it's not too big a deal to me that certain gear is certain colors, but then other gear is different colors, but this one's better and this one's worse. And but I don't like that this color of item is not as good as it should be. Like the color of items and what they're like quote unquote called is less important to me, you know? So just because it's called legendary, but really it's not really legendary because you find them all the time, but then you have to sift through them to find the ones that are good. I mean, that's really just like, that's pretty much just like rares, you know. It's a little bit different kind of loot system, so it's not a one-to-one comparison there, but yeah, and it's kind of weird too that the white and magic items are like, and even the rare, like the yellow items, the rare items are just worthless, and they're like, all right, we're just gonna eliminate those, so now you only pick up legendary items. So the base gear in the game is like legendary. I know early on they have the white and blues and the rares, but like, let's be honest, after the first like 2 hours of the game, you never touch one again. But yeah, they just eliminated like 3 different categories of gear instead of like trying to design the gear to make those things have uses like in Like in this, if you know what you're looking for, or you know, even some people will be picking up blue rings all the time, trying to find the 40 magic find rings, or picking up bases for rune words that are white items, so then Larzik and, you know, like, great choice. Legendarily basic, yeah. The legendaries are basic items, yeah. True story. Yeah, adding in, to be honest, probably the greatest thing that ever happened to D2. This is about to blow people's minds. Honestly, rune words was like the greatest thing that ever happened to D2. I know a lot of people, they don't like rune words because they got rid of rares and this and that, but honestly, without rune words, like white items, you would never ever want to look at. Like, I'm trying to find one around here. There isn't really laying here, but like ghost, like a superior ghost spear, if it was like gray or something, like, whoa, like, could it be a base that and then you pick it up and look at it, you know? It adds, without that, like white items between rune words and being able to add sockets, white items, it literally gave them a purpose, right? See, blue rares still common in PvP. Yeah, they can be. But when I was saying blues and rares are pointless, I was talking about Diablo 4, Astral. I don't know if, I don't think there's really any PvP in D4. If anyone's doing it, I you know, I guess I don't know a lot about the game, so I'm just even more of a filthy, dirty casual for D4 than I am about D2. But these monsters. Yeah, Prophetic up here, kind of just clarifying on what rune words are in D4. 2 runes only, 1 conditional rune, the other is an effect rune. So it's not really like, it's not like rune words in D2. It's essentially, like I said, it's rune words by name only. It's not really rune words. It's more like, somebody described it as, did they describe it as the gem system in Diablo 3 or something like that? I forget what I heard it described as. So don't take my word on that, but I think someone said they described it as gem system in Diablo 3, or maybe it was something from Path of Exile or something, I can't remember. But it's not really rune words. It's something else that are called rune words. But yeah. Gem system from Path of Exile, says Astro. Gotcha. Yeah, it's not saying that system for rune words is, I guess, bad in D4, but it's just not rune words, right? You know, it's like calling like a Ford Focus like a sports car. It doesn't mean like a Ford Focus is like a bad car necessarily. It just isn't what its name is. It's just not what you're calling it. You know, it's a good economical car, right? But it's just not a sports car, though. No matter if you call it that or not. Cot saying wants a poison necro, but doesn't have D-web. They don't have staff. Like you don't have the wand. You can do poison necro without it. You can do poison necro with Heart of the Oak, but it is much better. I would say without D-Web, I would never do over players 3 difficulty. But players 3, like Eldritch and Shank, you could do, I think, Pindle. You could do players 3 pits without D-Web, but D-Web really does set it off for sure. Makes it way better. Rockin' Bramble. Gotcha, yeah. I just never use Bramble because obviously I guess you don't have Enigma either. I would rather use Enigma to get more clear speed from moving around the map faster than to use Bramble and have to run everywhere. Oof. Just the pain of running. But Bramble, yeah, it does have that minus res on it, right? So some other people mentioned this the other day. Oops, I didn't have my D-Web out at all. Grief has minus poison res on it technically, so if you got a Grief laying around, you could use that. Kind of never thought about it, but it's like, oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Not bad in cows. All right. Yeah, I'm not a big cow fan myself, but yeah, that's oh, Salamander says yeah, it's good at running cows, so yeah. I guess that's one spot where teleport's not as important. Isn't the dagger better than D-Web? I don't know what the dagger is, so not sure. But I don't think so. D-Web is like best in slot for Poison Necro. Tubby, you welcome it up here. Prophetic up a minute ago saying if D2R didn't have rune words, never would play. I was talking about how white and gray items were like actually made a thing. It like really rune words helped itemization in the game like immensely, because it gave white items and gray items like a purpose, essentially. Imagine if there was no rune words and every 6-socketed item or 5, 4, 3, like all of it would be worthless. You would never be like, ooh, I have this 6-socketed pike. Let me put or 6-socketed ethereal, ghost spear. I'm gonna put 6 perfect rubies in it. This is gonna be sick. Ben, what's going on? Yeah, this is offline single player. This is my offline single player account. Trying to find my final holy grail item. Are there any immunes I can't break? I'm not sure with this exact, because I could grab a Sunder Charm. I have one in the inventory, but I don't use it because I don't need it here. So I don't know where. There probably is some in the game that I couldn't break. Some of them even now get broken by the Infinity. I don't know which ones don't in certain areas, but I know there is going to be some, but I'm just doing the pits right now, so I don't need to worry about it. I'm a big fan of farming places that you don't need a Sunder Charm to do. Game was much easier before rune words. Well, it depends. Boy, I don't think so, but it depends what area you're talking about. So I've been playing the 1.03 patch. I played it for a couple of weeks, and I just started a couple days ago back on D2R here. And the early patches, there was no rune words, but it's incredibly hard. Incredibly. Part of it is because of just design choices, and some of it's because of glitches. And then, so it's kind of a combo there, but boy, I'm pretty well stuck at Nightmare Chaos Sanctuary. I haven't tried too much. I tried like twice, and both times I got stuck with a glitch. Like if you die, you die and then you come back to life and your character is like naked, but you're stuck inside your dead body. That's happened twice to me now. And plus, well, there's a lot of stuff going on here, but I kind of talked about it for like 45 minutes earlier. But yeah, old one, launch day version of the game, super hard. Do I think Sunder Charms were good for D2R? I think, let's see. I don't know. See, whether it's good or bad for it, I'm not sure. I would probably prefer that they weren't in the game, but whether it's technically actually good or bad for it, I don't know for sure. OB says the Thunder Chimes changed the meta, no longer just Amberdins everywhere. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I disagree with that. Definitely didn't change the metas, that's for sure. All it did was make everything more powerful, essentially. It made the game easier. I mean, I played all these builds before Thunder Chimes came out, so definitely did all this stuff. Like, I'm not using Thunder Chimes. Like, I barely use Thunder Chimes anymore, to be honest. Played Nova, Blizzard, Fists of the Heavens, play all the different barb builds, throw barb, you know. So yeah, I disagree for sure. Do you recommend quality of life mods? If you want to, I might try them out. The thing is that the loot filters, I don't like the way the loot filters are made, because it must just be easier. But most of the loot filters I've seen, and there could be ones out that I don't know about and I'm forgetting or whatnot. All the loot filters I've seen aren't actually loot filters. They're loot name changers, which I don't need loot name changers. I want a loot filter. Like, I want bolts and oil potions to not be here. I want, like, healing potions to not be here. Flambergs or whatever. Don't want those there, you know? I just want less items so that when you kill a lot of monsters, there aren't all these bazillion items on the ground, you know? But there's also the reason I haven't really looked into it more. I only have one item left on my Holy Grail, so I just didn't feel like trying to do something and install this mod, and then maybe I'd do something stupid and make an accident and like mess up my install or something, and then not be able to make videos or stream because I did some dumb accident that I did while trying to install the mod and I messed everything up. So I just decided not to do it. And also, when you stream with a mod, you get asked to, even if it's just like a loot filter, everyone will like make comments about, oh, you're playing some mod that increases the drop rates, or you're cheating, or this or that. So I was just like, yeah, whatever, I don't feel like dealing with it. So I played a lot of regular Diablo 2 with the loot filter, like on Pluggy, you know? Loot filter, extended stash and everything. And I know all the comments I'd get. I can only imagine now with a larger viewer base, how many, just like the comments would just be spammed with different comments about how I'm using some higher drop rate mod and stuff. I'm just sure of it. So yeah, accidentally hide Tyrael Smite. Yeah, that's the thing too. When Project Diablo 2 first came out, I got a loot filter, and come to find out, I don't know if it would have been a huge deal at the time, but the loot filter that I got from one of the people that wrote loot filters, you just copy and paste them in or whatever, it was written wrong to where it was hiding Zodrune, and it was hiding unique amulets. And we didn't know it till the end of the season, and they rewrote a new one, and they're like, fixed bug where it was blocking the Zodrune from being seen. It was actually getting loot filtered out on accident because someone made it and they accidentally messed it up. It's like, oh jeez. Noxel saying it did change the meta. Fire builds were always weak. When D2R actually launched, day one of the launch of D2R, I did a fireballer from the launch. So that's the thing. I don't think it didn't. The Thunder Chimes didn't change any of the metas. It changed people's opinion of builds you could play, but it didn't really do anything else besides that. People just thought you couldn't play this stuff, but you always could. People just didn't, because people weren't making YouTube videos saying that you could play these builds and stuff. Well, I mean, I was, but my first ever drop pilot video, I did a fireball or two actually, back in LOD. Actually, I ran the Mausoleum, found an Astrians down in the Mausoleum. First ever drop pilot video of a set of runs in a place. Anyways, I think I did a February drop highlights video or something like that, but Giant Thresher, not ethereal anyways, so who cares? Hole is at a nice percentage. Oh, I don't even need to look. I know exactly what it is. This must be 50-50 Obviously. You said it's at a good percentage, 50-50, huh? Novasork was irrelevant. LOD made some surpass even the H-Din. Sunder Charms didn't change that. Even before Sunder Charms, Nova was awesome. When I play Nova Sorceress, I don't use Sunder Charm because it the minus lightning res. Well, it doesn't really matter when you have a energy shield much anyways. It does, but it maybe a little bit it doesn't. But yeah, no, that I disagree with that take as well. That was the rebalancing of the Nova skill that made that one really, really good. Biv, you can grab those clips so fast. You must have that stuff. You have my voice going straight into an AI thing that anytime I mention something. Nice. Nice. Mods can, oh, Snowpro, the mods are fighting. Uh-oh. Mods can put in links. Yeah, I just, anyone who doesn't know why we can't have mods in, or not, why we can't have mods, why I don't let links in chat. There used to be a big problem with these different porn bots spamming their porn sites all over YouTube streams. I think they took care of it, but also I had a problem with people trying to stealth like spam promote their YouTube channels or their websites. People would hop in here like, oh, I like the look of your stream. Oh, thanks, Jason RK. What's going on, man? Welcome in. It's like, you know, if you want to make it look any better, you could check out my site, RK Solutions, where you can get really cheap stream cover or overlays. And I'm like, thanks a lot. God dang it. So that's why we don't allow links in the chat anymore. Smolps, yo! Welcome in. Welcome in. Thomas saying mana bug burn is another thing why. Oh, that made energy shield better. Yeah, they fixed the mana bug burn. True. I did forget about that one. Yeah, melee builds aren't great end game necessarily. If you're talking leveling and clearing, yeah. Obviously, if you're talking Holy Grail and or magic finding, Barb is the best character in the game, bar none. But that's kind of just unique hunting, though. Some people could argue rune finding, I guess, if you're a trab lover, but. You don't want porn bots? Says Snow Pro? No. Saffron, that's the only reason he used to come to stream? Alright, peace out, Saffron. Sorry, I didn't know that was the only reason. Guess you can't. Oh, man. You people. Cure boosted Nova? It did. I mean, Nova was still good before that too, though. That just made it even crazier. Even crazier. Between that and they fixed that the minus res. I don't remember how it worked before. Something about wearing minus res like wasn't working correctly. No, that was for the assassin traps. What am I thinking of? Was there something changed that made it so people could self-wield infinity when they couldn't before or something? So that you could wear an insight and you could self-wield infinity, but before you couldn't. Maybe there wasn't a change. Maybe that was just because Nova wasn't really viable. Nobody did it. Can't remember for sure. Yeah, they made it in spears, so you could make it in spears. I don't know, people still make it in pole arms anyways, so I'm not sure. I think my brain's just incorrect here. I think I'm just thinking wrong. Speaking of thinking wrong, anybody who hasn't hit the like button yet is definitely thinking wrong. All you YouTubers, everyone over on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button for me. Lion. Sorry, I didn't mean to block all those. Apparently a lot of people, pornbot links are very popular apparently. Lowest level rune I'll pick up. Right now it's Lem, with the exception of I do need one tier rune right now. Because I always keep, even though he never dies, I always keep 3 insights in the stash just in case he dies. I always, you know, or I want to respec. Every time I respec, I have to make a new Iron Golem, so. Just in case I make a mistake or something happens and he dies, like I respec, and then he dies because I respec wrong or something, I gotta make another one, and then I do something dumb and he dies again, like, so I always keep 3 of them around just in case. So I do need a tier rune at the moment, but right now just Lem. Probably for the first like probably the first 2 years of D2R, I kept like every single rune and I cubed them all up. But I actually have a full shared stash page of like mid and high runes that are just like, I have too many runes, literally. So I was like, guess I just won't cube up any more lums and stuff. Saffron says nobody self-wielding Infinity before because you couldn't do the Cure Insight, like meditation or a thing. So I'm guessing you're suggesting it was unnecessary to self-wield Infinity. So nobody did. But now because you wanted that whole Cure thing, then people self-wield Infinity so you could do that. Sort of makes sense, I suppose. So it sounds like, yeah, it's pretty much a combination of the Cure, whatever, meditation aura thing, and fixing the mana burn bug and rebalancing Nova. Gotcha for having people play self-wheeling Infinity Nova Source. That's what it sounds like. Man. Woo, man. Sorry, my don't know why I gotta cough so much today. What's going on? Not ladder. This is offline single player. If it was online, there'd be a game name up here. No game name. Paradise, welcome in. 98 hardcore barb in ladder's top 10. Died due to a disconnect this tripping. Unfortunate, huh? And he was doing a no rune word build. Wow. Unfortunate. Well, there's reason number, well, we'll call it reason number 1 why I don't play hardcore, huh? Favorite build character? I mean, probably Nova Sorceress, to be honest. Probably Nova Sorceress. It's just so easy to play. Really. It's powerful and easy to play. It's good at doing the things that I kind of like doing too, I guess. Like early in ladder, farming keys, farming the Countess. So you can hit Eldritch and Shank, Pindle, Thresh Shocket. You know, you could have a good little cycle going between different areas like that at the beginning of ladder, so. Home of gamers. No, not choking up. I don't know. I think because so many viewers in here answering so many questions and stuff, I'm not used to talking this much. And hopefully I'm not talking too fast, where I'm like bumbling on words and stuff, but give me a quick sec too, I gotta. I'm choking up because I'm about to lose my fantasy football this week. I'm gonna have the second highest score in the league, and I'm gonna lose to the guy with the highest score. Unfortunately, it looks like. Technically, I'm up by 6 points, but the guy has Travis Kelce to go tonight, so I'm not confident. You never know what could happen. He could have a bad game, but with Rashid Rice out, I'm pretty much it's pretty much injury to Kelce or bust, because I'm pretty sure in PPR he's gonna get more than 6. I think he needs 6.5 points from Kelce to beat me. Real rough. That's choking me up right now. Cure was added to boost melee characters. People use it to boost Sorceress instead. Right?
I can't carry anymore.
Dry Hills Halls of the Dead. After this run, we'll give her a whirl. I don't know how that area would really go, to be perfectly honest, but considering I used my Poison Necro to find my D-Web, I mean, Halls of the Dead is pretty similar to Stony Tombs. Pretty similar. Bone Visage. No Pro's at 97 and 100% with... Yeah, I mean, there's only the one game to go, so... I'm 100% on the one, but in my Keeper League, I thought I was, like, guaranteed to win. Like, I was 70-30 to lose before the game started yesterday. And then after the 1 o'clock games, I was 70-30 to win. And then after the 4 o'clock games, I was 70-30 to lose again. And then after last night's game, now I'm 70. I think it's like 72 to 28 or something that I'm going to lose. But I mean, I'm pretty sure Kelsey's going to get 6.5 points in PPR, so. It is what it is. Specific item I'm looking for. Yeah, Tyrell's Might specifically, but never know when you're going to find that. Just a lot of slamming and a lot of luck. J-Star said, watch a lot of the vids, first time catching a live stream. Welcome in, man. Thanks for watching the videos. Appreciate you. All these rejuves. Prophetic said, Merc was dying too much with Cure, huh? Yeah, if you have Cure, you have to, let's see, what is it? If you have the Cure Mercenary, you have to babysit him like crazy. So essentially, he's not stepping up and fighting anything. He's there strictly for the auras and stuff. Unless you have you have to put Chains of Honor on him. If you don't have Chains of Honor, because that's where you get your life leech, and is it all res from Chains of Honor? And there's some other stuff on it too, but I mean those, I think that's the two main. So all res life leech on Chains of Honor, says Line. Yeah. The leech and the all res on Chains of Honor. If you don't have Chains of Honor, you pretty much have to cast and then teleport back to bring him back, and then cast a few times and teleport back so that he doesn't get hit, essentially. So oh yeah, you definitely have to have the Cure with the prayer mark and the insight. If you weren't doing that, I kind of assumed you were, but yeah, prayer mercenary, insight, Cure, and then all that stuff's pretty simple to get. If you can't get yourself a Chains of Honor, you really got to babysit.
I can't carry anymore.
But yeah, that full setup with Insight, Cure, Chains of Honor works real good. Yeah, I don't really keep those anymore. You know what else is really good? A pre-built PC from the sponsor of the stream, PC Bros. You're thinking about maybe just you know, maybe just in the back of your mind you're thinking about maybe getting a pre-built PC in the future. Go through the link, check out PC Bros, see what they got, see the prices they got, check them out. Absolute amazing dudes. Make sure you go through my link in the description of YouTube or exclamation sponsor on Twitch or YouTube. Appreciate you, Lion. Use code SweetPhil and you can actually get a little bit of a discount off of a PC from the PC Bros. Make sure you check them out, fellas. Fortitude better than Chains of Honor. The thing is, Marty, on that one specific build for the Cure, Insight Meditation Aura, you wouldn't have then you would have no life leech on your mercenary. So that's one of the main reasons why people go with Chains of Honor, but only on that specific build. Because no life leech on your mercenary, then you got to keep pumping them with potions, right? Good idea to make a solo self-found Necro. I am going for the Holy Grail, and all the items I have here are single-player self-found, obviously. But I found a lot of stuff, like I play all different characters. I have all 7 characters, and I respec and play all different builds, so... but yeah, Poison Necro, it's good even without D-Web, but D-Web makes it a whole nother level of goodness, so whole nother level of goody goodness. It's like a Poison Necro is like a player's 3 build without D-Web. It just melts players 8 with the D-Web, so still no spirit in. Not yet. Prophetic saying Nova with grief/infinity makes all others sorceresses feel meh. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't really think of builds that way, so... Some people only use, like, the best possible builds, which is not how I play the game and stuff. So, I guess I don't really think of it that way. Because that's obviously, like, a negative view on it, like, all the other builds suck after you play Nova. But I don't view it that way. I view it as a lot of them are pretty good. And Nova can be pretty gooder, but they can all still be good. You know, like I just view it not like half glass empty, half glass full type of situation. But yeah, I guess I don't view it as a half glass full or a glass half empty. I view it as a half a glass of water, you know what I mean? I view it for exactly what it is, not putting any type of spin on anything like that. Negative or positive framing, just exactly what it is. Game's outdated. You don't say. All right. Oh man, imagine someone doing that, like, you know, jeez, the Beatles are outdated, the Metallica is outdated, like the best bands in the world, that's outdated. What do you? It's outdated. What are you doing? I don't know. Team America World Police is outdated, but it's the best movie ever made. Right? By the way, Team America World Police, great game. Or great movie, I mean. How dare you like old stuff? Money's been around for thousands of years. Outdated. Don't want it. Yeah, gold find. Cool. Okay, we'll do it. I was gonna go buy it, but what if it rolled crazy, right? All good, Cyber. Yeah, I mean, if you're burnt out in the game, I would suggest playing other games. Might I recommend Morrowind? Or Super Mario? There's this other one, Pong? You've heard of that? Hook, best movie ever. Run home, Jack! There was a kid on my daughter's baseball team, and his name was Jack. And I couldn't help. I never like yelled it out, but every time someone would say like, you know, there was a couple times they literally were like, run home, Jack, run, or something like that, and I just couldn't help but like chuckle to myself. Couldn't help it. Saffron says you need pre-expansion. There we go. Hook was a great movie, yeah. Great movie. Morrowind is great, says Optimus. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. If I ever, I don't know, I don't have any plans for the nearest future here, but if I ever dabbled out into some variety game stuff, I would definitely, Morrowind would be on the list for sure. Good old Morrowind, and I would probably, since I've played through it and it's been olden times, you can look everything up now. I would probably play through like by looking up all the different, like, not cheats, but like glitches and like, I don't know, I guess exploits, you know, because I already know some of them, you know, like obviously like selling to like the creeper, and then you wait a day, you buy back, you sell one super expensive thing but buy back a bunch of cheap stuff, and you wait a day and sell a bunch of cheap stuff, sell a bunch, so you can get like a bazillion gold on, like, you know, right off the bat in the game. You can make a unlock everything amulet like in the first like 20 minutes of playing the game. You just like steal this one plate and then go to this, then you steal this one soul gem, and then you go to this person and do this, and then you do that, and then yeah, this and then that and then this. Art, yeah, you can, I mean, you can ask a question. That's what I'm here for. Mediocre Diablo 2 gameplay and asking questions. Optimus had played when you were in the Air Force. Nice. Yeah, great game. Great game. Have I done Poison Necro before? I have, yeah, yep. Couple of different times over the years. Daggerfell, says Marty. Never tried that one. Wasn't that one PC, like super old? Could be wrong, but I don't know if my computer's strong enough to run it. War Spike. Good old crane beak, huh? 95. But I'd have to go buy a floppy disk drive? What you're telling me? Back from an ad? Yeah, you can ask whatever question, yeah. Just thought we were recommending out-of-date games. I mean, that would be super interesting to play, but I wonder how much a USB floppy disk drive would go for nowadays. I'd have to look it up. I wonder if the old games are still up in my mom's garage. The 5.5. I had a box of 5.5 floppy disks of old games. The old Duke Nukems, like before they were 3D, like the side-scroller shooters, Duke Nukem 1 and 2, and Commander Keen, like the first Blizzard game that really got them going. I didn't even know it was, but what was that Vikings game? It was just called like Remember the Vikings or something, and it was like a side-scrolling platformer. Good old Renee played Ethereal. No. Corpse Explosion, though. You're gonna make a Corpse Explosion character. Marath's World, where it's at. I almost feel like every time I think of Marath's World, I feel like I need to look it up on Google. Here's another one I'd play if I ever, Hammerden or Foden. They're about equal in my opinion, Art. I think Foe is better, like players 1, players 3. Hammerden, for specifically the Chaos Sanctuary, feels faster in my gameplay for players 8. So I think lower players counts Foe is better, and then higher player counts Hammer's faster. But I think Foe is easier to kind of dual spec into a Smiter too. So I think it's a complete opinion which one. Tony's more of a Hammerden over a Foe, so there you go. Lost Vikings, there you go. There you go, that's what it was. Anyone play the Myth series? I played the first one. Me and my dad sat down and played through the first one. And then we got the second one, which Myth, it was like Riven or something. Riven. I don't know that I ever beat that one, because my dad, I don't know, for whatever reason, we didn't play that one together. I think I just got older and he had gotten a new job and stuff, and we just didn't do as much stuff together. RNSL. Yeah, if a Monarch has one socket, it just has one socket. There's nothing you can do about it. Just unfortunate. You gotta move on and try to find a white one or one that has 4 sockets in it. Fred, man, yo, 26 months of Slayership. Nice.
Sweet billions unite.
That is one of my favorite. Appreciate you, Fred, for the 26 months of Slayership. I think that death metal voice, the growly voice, I think that's why my throat's not feeling great. I think I did it too many times earlier. But appreciate you, Fred, either way. Legend. Lions talking about Lost Vikings or Jazz Jackrabbit. It says it was one banger of a game. I never really got too much into the Lost Vikings one, but there was this game called Jill of the Jungle. Not sure why. Not George of the Jungle, Jill of the Jungle, but yeah, you're talking about Lost Vikings was a banger. Yeah, and didn't play it too much. Oh, King's Quest. So King's Quest, awesome game. So I got 7, right? Played it for a while, and then I bought a King's Quest variety, not a variety pack, but like the King's Quest Complete Saga up till that point, and there was 8 of them. So I had King's Quest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The first ones were crazy. They were 8-bit graphics. and you had to type in commands to do things. Like, you'd be like, pick up book on table or something. Look under plate. Look behind curtain and stuff like that to try to like find stuff. It was wacky. Tommy, I already answered that one. Let's go one final time. I've done Poison Necro in the past, yeah. Yep. Are you ever gonna find Tyros Might, good sir? Probably not. Probably not. More of a Quest of Glory guy. I don't know that one. Don't know that one. Really, Marath's World is my jam anyways. This is an absolute Sweetfield classic, so let me go ahead and pull up Marath's World real quick here. Anybody who doesn't know this one, it was a... Jeez. Images. We're going to show you what it looks like here. Brace yourself, though. I want you guys... Don't leave your eyes... Like, start to squint a little bit, okay? Because this is going to be abrupt. So this is Marath's World, right? Behind the chat a little bit, but it'll be alright. Good old Marath's World. It's absolutely legendary. Game is sick. So this is what it looked like. You'd hit left, up, down, right to move, right? You'd hit the W to attack. So you'd walk up to a monster and it would sit there and you would attack. It was like turn-based. So like almost like Dungeons and Dragons, I guess. So you'd attack and then you'd either hit or miss and then it would attack. You'd use a potion to heal and then it would get a chance a turn and attack. So sick. Just so sick. This is a picture of in town right here. You see these are different stores based on the color. The darker red was like a weapon store. These were like inns. One of them was spells and I don't remember the colors, I guess, but ooh, this guy was scary right here. You can barely see him. That was a scary guy right there. Jeez. Terrifying. Scares me just looking at it. Here. Not what they used to do. Right here it says, this is the beginner's version. Please copy and distribute. Please copy. It wasn't the full game. This is like the shareware like version or whatever, but yeah. So awesome. So awesome. Goated game right there. Looks like an acid dream. That was all the colors they had to work with. That was like the only thing they had to work with. Good old G-face off one of these out here. What do I think about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero? I don't know what this... I mean, I know what Dragon Ball is, but I don't know what this Sparking Zero thing is. So I guess I probably don't follow Dragon Ball all that much. So, I mean, I watched it when I was like 12 or something, but I haven't really paid attention to it. Monkey Island. That doesn't sound familiar. Does not sound familiar there, Optimus. Huh. G-Stack says he's gonna pipe, shave his head like Phil. Do it. Losing weight so fast, huh? Congrats on that, I suppose. That's usually a good thing. You'll be way better looking than Sweet Phil, though. That's for sure. Pirates of the Caribbean style adventure game, you say, huh? All right. Monkey Island. Yeah, I've never heard of that. 30 pounds since the beginning of August. What? Killing it. Just killing it. Good work, G-Stacks. Only thing bad about that is that now I feel like a lazy, weak-minded bleephole. But motivation. Got to catch up to G-Stacks. Motivation. Kev says about to do his first ever Uber run on single player. Best of luck. Make sure you're fully prepared. Tons of full rejuves. There we go. Actually, I needed that. Tons of full rejuves. Make sure you have all your gear swaps ready to go. Don't forget nothing, and best of luck. That checks game says tax cut, huh? Yeah, I feel like different companies would all make games. Pepsi game, checks game, you say? Okay, so we can go Ral, Tier, Cal, Soul. Got another insight. Don't know if I want to really save up more runes right now. Feeling lazy. Poison Necro so OP. It is very powerful when you get all the best gear. Yeah. A modded version of Doom says tax cut. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oopsie, wrong button. Oh yeah. Good call, Darren. Sweet Phil, would have never made this mistake before. Make sure you set it to players 1 difficulty. Good call on that. I was recording a video for a build guide. And I got through the mini Ubers. Got to Uber Tristram. Was taking on, I ended up dying on Mephisto, went and got my body, and then eventually killed Mephisto. Then I went and took out Diablo, and I was like, man, this is going crazy. Like, why does this seem not right? Like, I don't know, man. I haven't done Ubers in like a year, so I don't know. And then it turns out it was on like player 7 or something. And I completely, I had like 100, not 100, I had like 50, probably 50 full rejuves in my inventory along with a full belt, and I used all of them. And I was like, what is going on? Because I was trying to do like a budget smiter for the video, and I had no idea why it was so hard compared to, yeah. Jeez. Just crazy. You know what else is crazy? Some of y'all didn't hit the like button on the stream on YouTube yet, which easily forgotten, but yeah, make sure you hit that like button for me. Did you start single player gearing as an MF sorceress? Absolutely, yeah. That's what I would recommend. Just for like the playthrough and everything, having teleport. And then yeah, doing Andara and Mephisto and LK runs, Lord Cross runs, and Countess. So yeah. Highly recommend. Tell me this doesn't sound exactly like the big boss battle song from Final Fantasy VII. It's not, but it sounds a lot like it. Not exactly, but a lot. Archon staff. One socket. Garbage. If you ever need light fleece on that sorceress, I guess, huh? Why am I not playing ladder? Because I don't want to. Of course. Masters of Puppets-ish. Huh. Yeah, I didn't really get that, but... What happened to your 220 Sork amulet? Traded that away. Traded that away. What merc should you use for a Blizzard sorceress? Played Blizzard in a while. I always use Act 2 for everything. Do I usually just go Cold Aura, I think? I think I usually would just go Cold Aura, but I haven't played Blizzard Sorceress. Because I played so much, like, growing up, I haven't played very much Blizzard Sorceress since D2R came out, so... I would probably just go with the standard, like... Infinity Cold, you know, Act 2 Mercenary, but... Just 1 point into Cold Mastery and then have Infinity on, and that should give you... If you got enough plus skills with high-end gear, you'll have all the minus Cold Res you'll ever need. Or Insight if you want to use that too. It's coming, says Brad. I feel it. Right. The number of years people saying that it's coming, right? Nice, Jordan. I'm not gonna sing it, but I gotcha. I'm picking up Chilean Dawn. Just started playing again, says Jesse. Hasn't played since 2009. Nice. Coming back to D2R. Nice. Well, Diablo 2 or D2R. I guess Blizzard Sorceress is kind of the same. It didn't get any changes from really Diablo 2 LOD. Trying to think. I guess you Cold Sunder Charms are a thing now, but there'd be some differences, I suppose, but I guess you could have a use for extra minus cold res with whatchamacallit, the Sunder Charm. Tax says ladder too short and lots of bots. Those are things for sure about online. Looking forward to offline grinding on Switch, saying Buck Native. Level 82 Trapson. You're going to be a 3-hour drive, huh? I guess you're not going to be driving, but you're going to have 3 hours of riding. Sounds like a good use of time. Jor, welcome in. Watching from the Philippines. 2:30 in the morning. That's early. Late to bed or early to rise, one of the two. Probably late to bed, I'm guessing. Not a lot of people get up at 2:30 in the morning. Oh, if only I could e-bug that. If only I could e-bug it. Wrist endorphins. Good luck. Hopefully it's everything that you hoped it was. Oh, man, this game's always trying to get me to do a Mosaic Assassin, isn't it? Just always. 220 martial arts, just baby decks. Nothing much else on there, but always trying to get me to do one. Yeah, they're not really worth anything. If, well, I mean, they might be worth a baby amount with the 220s, but not sure what I got, but wish there were 220 Javas. Yeah, me too. Funny thing, anyone who doesn't know this, and I know you can go shop 320s, I already know that, but I have not so I started this about 6 months, we'll say, after D2R launched. I started playing offline single player. I have not found a single pair of rare 220 Java gloves. I found several 220 martial arts, many 220 boas, but I've not found a single pair of 220 Javas on offline single player. I've found multiple pairs online in that, you know, when I stopped temporarily to play ladder resets and stuff. But offline single player, don't know why. I've not found a single pair of 220s. Don't know. Bad luck. Crazy weird luck. So Badger, we go no all caps. That's a pretty standard streamer rule, not to spam all caps. But Mosaic, wait, what? Mosaic worthy weapon anyways, like a Mosaic base. What is it, greater or runic talent is what most people say. I think most people usually go with the greater, preferably some skills, but from what people tell me, I'm not a Mosaic expert, I'll start off by saying that, but what people tell me is the skills like are unnoticeable if you even have skills on it or not, because Mosaic does so much damage, it's so busted and broken and needs to be removed from the game that it literally doesn't matter what skills are on it, because you do like 150 million damage and the skills don't matter. So Amrune, speaking of, holy moly, it's already 2:40. What the heck's going on today? Just blasting, having a great time is what's going on. And you realize time's flying. Been on for 3 hours already. Oh my gosh. Jeez. When you're having fun, time just flying by. Not sure. I probably have better ones than that, but we'll double check. Actually, let me go look. I'm just gonna go look right now. Take a little break from blasting here. Where's my assassin? My assassin. NHL team, what's my favorite? I mean, I gotta go with the Red Wings, right? I'm from around Detroit. Looks like these are the best ones. So 220s with Dex and Fire Res. So better for sure. Even more defense. Less strength requirement, I guess, but how many 220 martial arts and single player do I really need, right? Ooh, 3 traps. Teleport speed on it too. Just need to facet that with a lightning facet. God tier. Oh, actually now the minus res on actually helps out your character now on Griffins, so actually that wouldn't really make a lot of sense, would it? A couple extra skills, minus res on Griffins probably way better, so throw a welding mask on, play Mosaic. While we're here. Swap out a plain trap skiller, put the 40 to life over there. The show. Ramen D2. Raymond D2? I don't know which one. Forgive me. Nope, I don't use no mods. This is completely clean D2. You're all good, Badger. You're all good. I know it can happen on accident, so I don't like go crazy right off the bat. So, no, Jesse, you can make Mosaic offline. Yep. I was gonna say, do I have any of those ladder only? I don't have any on this character, so. But you can make everything you can make on ladder. You can make on single player. Crafted 2-1, so 20 with 1 skill with crushing blow on them. Yeah, I got some 20 IS with 1 skill. I got some 10 IS with 2 skills that have other good stuff on them, but I don't know, the 220s I just never. And I don't craft gloves. I don't really craft gloves. So it's almost one of those things that at this point it's just out of spite. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. Like, I should have found these already. So, one of those things. Jesse says the 2 highest runes that you found so far are the ones you needed for Mosaic. Well, if you wanted to get Mosaic, congratulations. Good luck right there. If you needed it. Biggins Bonnet says Badger. GG item. What am I doing here? Sick. Ooh, Tal's amulet. Could have been. It kind of stinks because doesn't this level 15 Poison Nova like override mine? Which is kind of annoying sometimes, right? I'm pretty sure it does. But I don't know that I really want to take that off. It's working fine with it still though, so... Ooh, what's that sitting there? Okay. 1 to attack rating. Very helpful. Matt said found his 220s by gambling. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? Okay. Guess that's when you have amped and your bone armor's gone. And you're getting cursed archers blasting you. Let's chug some potions. No big deal. Anyways, they started blasting. G-Stack said, applying the same logic to finding a wife. Should have found one already, so he's going to stop trying. Should have had it already. Not going to try any harder. No. You probably got a fine lady right around the corner, G-Stacks. Yeah, Lion, you know what's up. Yeah. Amped, multi-shot, cursed, mana burn, leech. I don't know. Name other things that are impossible to have on a monster, but yeah. Boop,
I
boop.
am overburdened.
How does Poison Nova work compared to Nova Sorceress? Well, the damage like bleeds off slowly. It's like tick, 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 and Nova's just like flash, bam, you know? So that's the main difference. I think Poison Nova actually has a wider radius too, so. But yeah, Poison Nova's over 2 seconds, so it, you know. It's not really that long of a time actually, but. Cast radius on Poison Nova? Well, like how far out it like spreads or whatever relative to a regular Nova. I don't really know what it is, but I think it's further for Poison Nova. Doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't really say. There is a distance it goes out before it disappears, though.
I can't.
Yeah, Lion says broader, it seems. Yeah, that's what I think so. I'm sure it says somewhere on the internet, right? I'm spamming Nova, so it'll be all right, even though the mercenaries will override it. Yeah, I am quite spammy on the Nova. I'm really too much work to really pay attention. I don't know that it really matters. I think it used to matter, but they might have fixed it that to where if you spammed Nova, it would kind of like sort of, you would like reapply poison before it would like tick off sometimes, and then it wouldn't do as much damage like per second or something. Someone could have just been lying to me too, who knows? But I always was just lazy and just spammed it anyways. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Poison damage charms interact with it? No, the poison damage charms would those only get applied through melee damage, so that wouldn't do anything. Millen, good one. S tier. S tier comment right there. Douche. I do appreciate it. Whenever you have people coming in saying really dumb comments, what I like about that is YouTube is showing my stream to newer people. Love it. Love it. So actually, that's a good sign. It's player 7. On offline single player, there's no real motivation to do players 8 if you don't really care about getting higher in level. I mean, I'm already level 96 on this character, so it's player 7, yeah. Resocket 3 to Waku Inferno weapon for Mew. Good old Geeds, let's go! I personally don't need it, and plus I'm offline single player, so where are we at here? Let me see. Perfectly rolled. I already have a 40 magic find one here. This one's gonna be, it's gonna be glitched, and it's gonna be 45 magic find. Boom! Oh. Vendor reduced price. I know it's behind the chat a little bit, but vendor reduced price by 15 though. Pretty good. Not really. 26 magic find. Garbage. Now you got some good comments there, G-Stacks. Not as good as when people hop in and attempt to talk crap about me, but really they make themselves look like idiots. Not that good a commenter, but Gear on the Mercenary, Infinity, Fortitude, and Darl's Visage, the standard. Jesse says, should I switch from Players 8 to Players 7? I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you're already doing Players 8, fine. The monsters will have slightly more health. And you'll get slightly more experience from Players 7 to 8. But if you know, it's not a whole lot of experience. They just have like a little bit more health. But if you care almost exclusively about the magic finding aspect, then yeah. Players 7 would be slightly better. There should be a slightly faster clear speed. But if you just want to do Players 8, get a little more experience, I mean, I wouldn't blame you. No big deal. Babak, what is up? Fred said, talking about the earlier song, he was just thinking about the Guitar Hero from Metallica. I mean, I kind of assumed. Naga, what's going on? What's up? Yeah, I assume there's so many viewers here today because D4 is launching later, so most people, there's almost nobody streaming right now. Like I was one of the only people streaming when I got on. I don't know. I've been streaming for like 3 hours, so I'm not sure now, but it launches in like 4 hours. So I'm guessing most people are like waiting an hour or two. They'll get on and they'll sit and talk about the patch and stuff for a couple hours before the patch launches, the expansion for D4. The Nova, it's 94, 97. 9400 to 9700. Saffron says slightly less health. Did I word it back? I'm guessing I worded it backwards or something, huh? D4's expansion launches today in roughly 4 hours. But I'm not going to play it at launch just because, you know, I mean, Monday Night Football's tonight. Daughter's got dance. And just the time it's at, just not great for dinner and the family and what I feel like doing. So I might play it a little off stream, but also that's why I put the poll in the chat. Let's see where it's at. Did it move at all? 70-30 still. Wow. It's crazy. It's stayed shockingly consistent the entire stream. There's 1,000 votes on it on YouTube, which is crazy. 1,000 votes and it's been 70-30 the entire stream. I mean, that's just impressive, the consistency of my viewers, I guess. Best area to farm for a D-Web. Unfortunately, there's not a like quote-unquote best. It's whatever 85 area or terror zone you think you farm the fastest and most efficiently with whatever character or build you have is going to be the best place to get a D-Web. It's unfortunately not like, you know, there's a couple places that are the fastest way to get a Burr Rune on single player or this or that, or SOJ has a way of getting it the fastest or stuff like that. Shaco, you can kind of recommend any of the super incredibly rare items like D-Web or like Tyrell's Might, or even kind of like Griffin's is a lower like item level or I mean treasure class, I guess. But still, it's kind of like slam 85 areas till you find one. Some of them are just like that, and D-Web is one. You just have to kill stuff fast until you get it. Pindle farming. I mean, I've done many thousands of Pindle runs in my day, and I've never gotten a D-Web, but I don't know the statistical odds on that particular one, I suppose. Let's see, because what I always forget, it's Spring, or it's Arachnid's Mesh, Azarath, and is it Astrians? Or no, Tyrell's Might. Duh. Tyrell's Might, String of Ears. Why do I keep saying String of Ears? Arachnid's Mesh, Tyrell's Might, and Azarath Pindle cannot drop, right? And everything else he can. So mean, maybe Pindle technically, but I bet you it's like 1 in like 54,000 Pindle runs or something, like some astronomical number that I would never recommend doing in a row. Stuart, that is only the case for shorts. I've heard that same thing. You do not want to check don't notify viewers. It's very, very much. It works for shorts, but I mean your normal videos. I guess I could look into it. I don't want to say you're wrong because YouTube's so like amorphous. They don't tell you things. You just kind of gotta guess. But I've heard that for shorts, not for for streams and videos. But I don't really make shorts because they don't really do anything for you, in my guesstimation. Where to farm experience? Depends what level you're at, I guess. And if you're single player or offline. If you're online, you got to run other games with other people, and everyone just runs chaos and bail games. If you're single player, I usually turn it to like player 7 or 8 difficulty, depending what I'm feeling like. Turn up the players count and run Eldritch over and over. Or I usually only do that till like maybe in the 60s or 70s, or sometimes I won't even get that far. Other times I'll get experience by running just like the pits or something. Actually, a lot of times I get, just by running the pits, I get experience. I think my barbarian, actually, my item find or I did a singer barb, I think, in the pits, and I went from like the mid 60s or maybe late 60s to like the mid 80s in like, I don't remember if it was 100 or 250 pit runs. Can't remember for sure, but yeah. Matt Kling up here talking about D-Web says technically Pindle is probably the fastest. Maybe. Yeah, I guess I don't know the technically on that, but I couldn't imagine running Pindle, you know, like that much. Because I bet you the number is like crazy. Like on average, it would probably take like 50,000 Pindle runs to get a D-Web or something crazy like that. Or 100,000 Pindle runs or something. What's your weapon, Millen? I'm rocking the D-Web. Rocking a D-Web. That's what we were kind of talking about there a minute ago. Ever get carried away gambling, accidentally sell your torch? I have not. I don't do a lot of gambling. But I've heard stories of people accidentally selling stuff like their fortitude or something. I don't think I've ever done that before. If I have, I've memory hold it, so I don't remember it. Oh, RNSL just got a burr from down here in the pits. Congrats. Burr would be pretty hype if I found one of those, but. Congrats on you getting that one. Halfway to Enigma, right? There you go. Drop vid coming soon. Yeah, eventually. That's kind of, I do the runs, try to find the stuff, make a drop video. I do need to make a playthrough video for my 103 patch too, so I'll probably make that tomorrow. Kind of a drop video of sorts, but more just like a playthrough, the things that I found. Maybe they look a little less hype, but old school D2, that 1.03 patch, like essentially launch version. Obviously the things you want to find are very different than the things you want to find on D2R. Too soon, sweet Phil, says Fred. Too soon. Was that you? Or I thought that was G-Stacks. I thought that was G-Stacks that sold his fortitude on accident. Any good drops today? Definitely a few of them, for sure. Oh, life dropped down. I forgot that. I should usually hit this in the middle. Oh, that was you, Fred? Well, sorry. Sorry. That's unfortunate. 230. I feel like with Amazon skills, what people, you generally want walk run always on that. Not that it'd be super useful on here, but single player wise. Look around here again real quick, just to make sure. How do you have points spent for this build? I'll look at it real quick for you, just a second here. Raymond says, yeah, 103 was fun to watch. Glad you liked it. Oh, speaking of Pindle. 3 o'clock, I have like a half hour. I mean, I could just spam Pindle here, huh? Terrorize Pindle. Oh, get some more walk run on here, maybe. Mm. $300 magic find. So yeah, I just got 1 into corpse explosion here. All the poison stuff maxed out. 1 to corpse explosion. Bone armor, obviously. 1 into iron golem. 1 into summon mastery and max out golem mastery to keep that alive. And then we came down. Put all my remaining here into lower res. Kind of a not a lot of return on the investment there. Maybe not maxing out lower res, especially with so many plus skills. Maybe those could go somewhere else to help you out, like, I don't know, more radius on corpse explosion, I guess, maybe. But should probably do this players 1, huh? Since the other stuff, well, right now I think it's player 7, so let's just see how it goes. Not sure this is the best build for the job here, but well then, was that players? Did that load in at player 7, or did they load in at players 1? Because if that was player 7, I'm just gonna leave it on P7. G-Sex said he would never sell his Fortitude. He's not that silly. Oof. Ben, are you talking about gambling bug, or are you talking about selling something to get more gold than you bought it for bug? I'm assuming you're talking about that, right? There's several different items you can do that with, but yeah, I do know about that. Can this build farm chaos and Bale or only pits? No, you can do all kinds of stuff. Let me try it as player 7. Yeah, I can't stand gambling though. Really boring. Oop. Looks like it was indeed not loaded in at player 7 before. Like, for sure. So at P7, the stuff around him could drop a few more, which could benefit, like, you know, if I'm just looking for drop highlights for a video. Like, obviously, I wouldn't mind finding burr runes, am I right, fellas? So, let's go players 3. Try her out. I've never really ran Neelith, or, Pindle. I could run Neelithek, actually. Still a little bit on the slow side here. So should I Pindle or try Neelithek? Let me try Neelithek one time. We're on players 3. So it's going to be Corpse Explosion against Corpse Explosion here. Poison probably the worst choice for this too, because it'll give him just tons of corpses to explode. Good. Want to make sure he was dead. Pindle then Neelithek. I don't really like running them both, because then you gotta run out to Pindle and then teleport back and then come to the waypoint. You could teleport down, But then that's just kind of a bit much too. I mean, I don't know about a bit much, but so very far away. Good old key of destruction. Ooh, yeah. Oh, my back just started bugging me. Let me stand up the desk. I've been sitting here for 3 hours. I know I only got a half hour left, but I've been sitting too long. I keep forgetting. I got the standing desk for a reason, huh? Yours is slightly different. Well, I guess it depends how different it is, raced. Because that's pretty much, especially the Iron Golem, if you want him to survive, that's kind of how you want to do it. And also, I'm not going to say for sure or not, but you... in like the D-Web and stuff, so hard to say. L Street, what's going on? Kind of funny. So poison them, run away. Boom, just smoked. This is on players 3, right? Let's try 7. Might end up nuking myself here, but as high as it goes. Gosh darn it. I really need to raise this desk up a little bit. Just like another inch. I need to put like some boosters on it. Yeah, by nuke myself, I mean like not be able to kill him fast enough and then he's going to corpse explode me. That's what's going to happen, I think, but we'll see. I've definitely done Necro against Neolithak a bunch of different times in the past, but... Oopsie, wrong button. Wasn't there a... See, he just corpse exploded something on me and almost got me there. You think he's gone yet? Yep. Yeah, we could do that. Then you'll get like some of this other stuff. Circlet, assault helm could be something neato. Battlecry find item if it had some more stuff on it. Ooh. But if I played a little bit better, low fire res. Yeah, I don't have great resistances. I didn't really like pay attention too much, so. $750k gold just chilling there. Yeah, fire res is at 24 here, huh? Wonder if I got a different Necro, one that's just got a bunch of fire res on it or something. Yeah, no. I mean, I got a Mars here. Got 40 fire res on the boots, which is a little behind chat there, but take my word on it. We'll be all right. Very confident. Yumums, welcome in. 10 each clay golem and mastery. Okay, so you got the clay golem thing. Yeah, it depends what what level you are, a bunch of different things, I guess. But I would, if you're like super high level, I would respec. If you're like level 75 or something, I would probably just wait at this point. Just nothing. 76, yeah. I would try to get a few levels or something probably. So, you notice any kind of difference in your ability to play the game from sitting to standing? Not really. In a way, I kind of like standing better, sort of, only because like it gets me, like if you notice I move the microphone a little further that way. Because to have my hands on the keyboard, like I'm not like leaning back as much in the chair. I'm like standing up, so I'm actually a little closer to the monitor. But the only issue is my standing desk doesn't quite go high enough. Like I'm 6'3", and the one I have, it just doesn't feel like it goes like my eyes are about even with my monitor, and my monitor mounts can't go any higher, and my desk doesn't go any higher, and you know, and not to mention the light I have coming over my camera here, it's this far away from hitting the rafters on the ceiling. So, like, I don't really have a lot of options here to make it higher unless I buy a new house. So. Come on. Jeez, okay. Like, is he ever gonna die? Whoa, didn't realize my mercenary's getting these witches. Watch out for him. Oh, dang it, I don't have my D-web out that whole time? How about that? Alright. Let's just get out of here before I get taken out, huh? Flawless diamond. Don't see anything else around here. They go, oh, there's the thinker right there, Chicho. I should just dig a hole so I stand in the hole right here. There's a thinker. G-Stack said thinking about buying one like this. Yeah, the one I got ended up, I ended up paying like $180 for it. It was on sale at the time or whatever, just on Amazon for whatever reason. But the same desk now is like $250. So, attack rating, mana leash, attract. $180 has one right now. Come with the neat lights and stuff. All right, yeah. So it goes up and down. Yeah, probably good, I guess. Mine has no neat lights, but it's pretty stable even at the highest thing. Like, I can wobble it if I try. But yeah. Oh, I don't like that body right next to me over here. Wow, is he immune to fire or something? Must be. But like 5% damage going to him. Dex attack rating. Oh. Autonomous desk? That must be a brand, says Gloomy Llama, huh? Gotcha. Had over 8 years. Yeah, it's probably a higher quality desk even, and probably more expensive and stuff. I definitely was looking at some that was like $400 or $500. But then I decided I settled on this one just because I didn't want to pay that much, pretty much. G-Sex, I have no idea what you're saying there. Omnimod Life CH, I don't know what that stands for. So. Legend Lobster said he would like one, but he has a small room and it'd be annoying to put one in there. I'm in the basement, so it's like a big room, but this desk isn't very big at all. So, like, this desk, it's 4 feet by 3 feet, you know, or 4 feet by 2.5 or whatever desks kind of standardly are. And it just kind of goes up and down. It's not bulky or anything. Ah, gotcha, G-Stacks. You're all good, all good. See, it's the only thing that stinks because, like, I'm standing, like, I pretty much spread my legs super wide, so I drop down a little bit shorter. I don't know if you see me doing that sometimes. Like, I'll stop and I'll stand up, and I'll drop my legs, spread my legs apart, so I'm standing with my feet wide, so I'm at the correct height. If I stand barefoot, I'm like the right height too, because I have my shoes, or I have like a padded, like inch thick foot pad, like just foam foot pad. But either way, then I'm like an inch taller, so I'm just a little bit too tall then. So struggle's real, fellas. Oof. That freaking Corpse explode me guy. To find a spot where there weren't a lot of corpses. Ramen says, even with his endgame barb, Neothac's still super sketchy. Yeah, he could be definitely melee characters in general, but if you like Tally Stomp, if you have Enigma, Tally Stomp, Berserk, and then don't kill any monsters because you don't want them corpse exploding you. I feel like I tried it with Singer and it was tough because you have too many, you give him too many bodies to corpse on you, but yeah. Yeah, D2 is great, no doubt. Jim, thank you for the Slayer ship. What a legend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting the channel with the Sweet Phil Slayer ship. Glad you like the channel there, Phil. Appreciate you. Nope. Not really finding nothing. Got the put the heart in. Appreciate you, Jim. S.U. Slayer. Oh, G-Sex got mod status for 6 or 7 streams. Oh, I thought, really? G-Sex, you cheating on me, bro? Unbelievable. Thought the stream meant something. Just kidding, obviously. Ooh. Woo! Come on. Get him. Yeah, I do have to pay attention a little bit here with my... It's a good build, but it's not really made for this, so... They pay you better. What? Wait, do they give you the stripe gum? The flavor stripe gum? They better not. Victor, yeah, I don't speak. I believe that's that's Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but appreciate you. Salud, I believe that's good stuff. Come on. Oh, Merc. Emilio, no! I'd rather the Emilio die than the Iron Golem, I'm gonna be honest. Farming Nightmare Andy 338 Magic Find, still trying to find an SOJ, huh? If you're on single player doing that, get the players count up a little bit, at least players 3 for you. That's a pretty good amount of Magic Find. You could stack higher, but I mean that's a pretty good amount. Yeah, 300 runs isn't, or I don't know how many runs you did, I guess, but I will warn you, I found an SOJ on the 89th run one time, and then another time it took me 1487 or something. So luck is luck. So best of luck to you, though. Hopefully you find one sooner rather than later. Frederick said he's getting paid to watch Sweet Phil right now because Shane said, just imagine getting paid to watch Sweet Phil. Frederick said that's what he's doing right now. At work, getting paid. Hey. Bum. Orcs exploded me. Oh, this is another place where you farm it and you never get any more full rejuves, huh? Oh, there was a sun spirit there. I probably should have checked, but what is going on? Time is flying by so fast here. Appreciate you, fellas. 2 Mang songs, Tyriels, no SOJ. What? Now that is some luck for you, fellas. Oh my gosh. Man, that's crazy. That poll, 1,070 votes, still 70, like 70-30. It's stuck in. For 70 people don't care about watching me play D4, and 30% said we want to see you play D4. Crazy. Internet says 1 in 3,800. That must be like ramen. That must be players 1 with like no magic find or something. Because I usually look it up based upon how much magic find I would usually have for the SOJ. And usually Nightmare's, you know, Nightmare Andy's pretty weak, you know, especially if you're rocking a fireball or something. I usually have like 500-600 magic find. You can even get 700 or more, depending on your gear. Oh, I didn't go get my mercenary. Oopsie. And then it'll change between players 1, or actually it's quest bug now, so I think I usually run it on higher players count anyways, just in case to get lucky by something dropping around. Or I think even quest bugged, I think I don't remember. I think even at quest bug she doesn't drop P1 full set of items every time, so I usually run it at least players 3. Will you die already? Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Did he die or did he run away? Okay. Gonna keep running, huh? Little Monarch, Tails. Cool. Victor, right? Changed my mind, he says. I kind of agree with that. Pretty much. I haven't played D3 in a long time, so. Well, I haven't played. From what I remember, D4 at launch was better than D3 when it launched. I will say that. Lotsec said, started a new offline character. Found Ohm and Burr. Doesn't have a spirit yet. Oh, found Burr, Ohm, and a Shaco. Some of that luck stuff, fellas. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Sliff says, got back into D2 after many years. Thanks for the videos. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching the videos. You legend. Appreciate you. Watching the videos, hitting the like button, all that good stuff. Appreciate you. Woo! Oh, Emilio's gone again. Oh boy. I may just want to give up on this one, huh? Oh, got him. What's going on with Emilio over here? Crazy. Diablo Immortal. That's the S tier one right there, fellas. Haha. Like button. What's that? Speaking of, where's the like button now? Let me look here. 232 likes. We have almost that many people in here right now. Come on, we got to get that number up higher than that. We'll end the poll right now. I should have put the poll up with the like button thing. There's been, wow, I've had 5,000 views on my stream today while streaming. 222 likes. Unreal. I'll forgive y'all. Victor, more of a PoE guy than D4. Gotcha. Oh, I didn't get my mercenary back in. Whoopsie. Salutations. Swap into YouTube to hit the like now. Appreciate you. Boy, that's shocking, actually. I have a real Emilio right there. Usually I have a fake one. I mean, it's a good start, G-Stacks. Oh man, he almost died again. I want to get this WRECKS and not die. Oh no, my Amelia's gonna get wrecked here too. Get out of here before he's gone. Just make about 1,700 Diablo 2 videos. And then, boom. How we got here? Ooh, I only got a little bit more time here. It's a little bit more time. Gonna have to go get the kid from the school. And Monday Night Football tonight. I don't know why I talked about it earlier and then I kind of forgot about it for a second. Ooh, get out of there. Gosh, these witches over here. That's the real trouble here. Come on, Neelathak. Why don't you? I hate Neelathak. He never drops anything. Dude, bro guy. That's the thing. I'll just name off the best thing. I found a 40 life trap skiller. So that was cool. Rob said he did a little bit of D4, but tried Baldur's Gate 3. Really liking it. Congrats on that one. Yeah, I never really got around to that. But it might be a little more up my alley, because that's offline, like, solo, right? So, might be a little more... I am more of a... Oh yeah, I should probably have my D-Web out, huh? Uh-oh. All them bodies over there. Get away from me. Small charm, grand charm. Large charm, don't need that. Don't think that can ever be anything I really want, but identify it anyways.
I can't carry anymore.
Warcry Battle Command. Dang, dude. 3 and 3. Guess I've only been really looking for a throw barb helm, so you can make... what was on that again? Oh yeah, Warcry. Whatever that Pierce helm is, that Pierce rune word, I forget what it is. D2, D4 stream content is saturated. Yeah, it is quite saturated. D2 is even getting that way too. So, I never really watched a lot of D2 videos anymore, because obviously I'm playing and making videos all day, all the time. But I've kind of like... what actually happened is I looked up some of my own videos to like, because I couldn't remember what I wanted to do for this build, so I looked up some of my own, and then the algorithm started showing me Diablo 2 videos, and I was like, what is all... Jeez. And there's all these people, there's a ton of people making Diablo 2 videos nowadays, to be perfectly honest. Way more than... There's probably more now than there was when D2R launched, to be straight up. But there's a lot more like small channels, it looks like. Maybe not more than when the game launched. I mean, I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, I guess, but more than I would have anticipated, I guess I'll say. But D2 is popular, even more like so popular, even though it's like D4 already came out and stuff. D2R is still super popular relative to being a remake of a game and stuff like that. Neelathak, Ramen said found Olm and Griffins recently this week. Yeah, I never really have great Neelathak luck. I think maybe one time, I think I remember one time finding a burr rune from like the mobs and stuff, but then like some other little stuff, like I found a Shaco and, you know, a few things like that, but I did find a Crown of Ages off of Neelathak one time. A Crown of Ages, now that I think about it. But that's like, I don't ever use that for anything, just the way I play and stuff. Try to do something stupid there. Got a little aggressive on my mouse flick and discard. Throw barb content height. I haven't done throw barb in a long time. It's been a couple years, so maybe. I don't really like, now that I think about it, the way throw barb works. I don't know. Like, you almost have to like telly stomp monsters and then throw. Or if not, you have to like wait for it to fly through the air and hit them. It worked pretty good, I remember, but maybe just wasn't my favorite. I don't know. Could give it a revisit, maybe. Could give it a revisit, maybe. Whirlwind Barb. Yeah, compare Whirlwind now to Whirlwind in 103. Have I lost a valuable item that way? No, but I've been like, oh, I need to throw this out. Oh, oops. Like, I've done stuff like that before. But I've never actually lost anything like that. Shoot a druid. Alright, well. Well. Looks like we hit that time, fellas. So 2:30, gotta go pick the kid up from school here pretty soon. Let's see. We'll send a raid over to somebody here who is... Looks like none of these people speak English. So... let's go to... I mean, this is written in English. General Bardock said he's hitting 99 today, so... let's go ahead and send you guys over there. Send Twitch over to this person. Looks like he has no face cam, but he said he's hitting 90. Oh, he's almost there. He's almost there. We'll send you over there. I think he speaks English. Never want to do an accidental raid to someone who doesn't speak English. So we're sending the raid on Twitch over there. And, you know, peace out. We're doing all that good stuff today. Keep slaying everybody. Thank you guys for the channel support today. Any channel memberships, gifted memberships, all that good stuff. Appreciate you. And we had some hype today. A lot of viewers, so appreciate y'all, fellas. Peace out, Twitch. YouTube also, peace out. And I want you guys to remember, don't forget to keep slaying. Ooh.